Do.
You are live, Jen.
We are. I think we're all three of us live. I don't think it's just me. Oh, already got some comments. We got, hey, everyone.
Waves and games.
Else that's waiting here. Not to us. That's not for us. Don't even bother reading it.
What's up?
Let's start.
What do you want to be called today? Since you were on our last stream, what do you want your name to be tonight? Waves and games.
Do you want a guy called him like every
Chris, Dave?
Never got my name right either. Jan and those two other guys.
Ed, sup, other Scott.
Other Scott, yeah.
Other Scott.
Scotty Honeycutt.
For anybody that hasn't seen this Get to Know Gamer, I'm going to explain it now. This started off about a year ago when I put the challenge out to my friends to pick 10 of their favorite games or game series, a franchise, and we would come on and we'd stream and we'd talk about it. And I did not realize how difficult it would be to actually pick 10 of your favorites because most people have way more, or it changes every year depending on new games you're playing, right?
That it does.
Yes. So this time around, we have Mr. Pacmancase.
We do.
Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
His last name is actually Case, which was a big surprise to me because I was like, why Case? We don't know.
Should have just had everybody guess it for a while, but it's not that hard.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been awesome. So let's give Pac-Man an opportunity to kind of tell everybody in the stream here a little bit about his YouTube channel.
Well, I started my YouTube channel back in 2016, and I just was working really hard on trying to get myself up into the visual statement. And as I can't keep going with that.
Come on.
I actually I started
Mr. Actor here.
I started as a filmmaker. So I did short films like with buddies. That's what I went to school for. And it kind of just sat down by the wayside, right? Because I didn't go do it for my career like most college idiots. Like I decided to just go do something else and not use my degree. And finally I was just like, okay, there's a bunch of BS. I got a bunch of like film and camera equipment that I never use. And so I started my YouTube channel, and I literally started with a phone. Because I was like, oh, I'm just going to be lazy with it. I'm going to talk to people, whatever. I kind of like video games. That's a fun hobby to talk about. I didn't want to dive too far into it. And then it took me a couple episodes before I was like, what are you doing? Stop being a dipshit. Like, get your camera equipment out. Like, start having fun with it. Like, work on your intros. Like, have a good time. And then it just kind of took off. And now it's a monster of its own. I can't stop it now. So,
and you know what? It really did take off because what do you have? Like 60 some videos?
I'm actually at 69 videos.
Wink.
I'm at 69. I think my 70th just came out today. Yeah. So I just hit 70, but I don't even.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people can say I have almost 2,000 subscribers with 70 videos under the belt? I don't think that's a big group.
I don't know. I've been checking on all of my friends' stuff, and everybody has damn near like 150 to 200 videos out. And I'm just kind of like, am I behind? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, am I
doing something right?
Doing it more efficiently. That's all.
You're doing something right is what you're doing.
So, it actually is just a product of me not having that much time. We just had our baby boy like 3 months now. And then, my job. So I actually work for the school districts doing data management, photography, and like that type of stuff. So I'm busy. Like my days sometimes start at 2 o'clock in the morning and go until like 4. And so I was like, there's no way I can do 2 videos a week. There's no way. So
there's no way.
Anyway. So I set myself on a schedule every Saturday because I wanted to be the Saturday morning cartoon guy. And then you could kind of like watch Pacmancase's dumb stuff. And so I think that's where I'm going to stand for a little bit. But that's me in a nutshell. What am I doing in this nutshell?
No one else is doing a Saturday morning thing. And you know what? It's 1 o'clock here for us. And we know when you're going to be on.
Perfect, because we usually go out game hunting Saturday mornings. And then I come back. And then we usually sit down, have dinner, and watch your new video.
We have a couple people in the chat here. So we got Hollywood Polo, Jen, Scott, Steven wanted me to reach. Oh, Steven wanted me to reach out to you. Please send him contact info. That's just for me. See how I pop shit up in the chat when it's.
I'll get back to you soon, buddy.
We also have Davis Deadly. Davis,
Oh man,
I'm wearing this shirt for all the Friends fans tonight.
Get that guy out of here, man. He's bad news. He's bad
He's
news.
bad news. Oh, we have my sister-in-law.
What?
Whoa!
Are you on the wrong channel? I love you.
Never seen you on here
Oh,
before.
we've
I
never
love it.
seen you on a live stream.
That's
Tony
awesome.
got the phone. I think
Welcome,
my nephew got the
sister.
phone. He's really smart, and he probably put "Hey guys" there.
Probably.
That's what we're.
That's
assuming.
awesome. I love it.
Pac-Man is on the case.
Hey, got it. Badoonch.
Please tell me how to pronounce this, Lord.
Zibababala.
That's as
Good enough.
Zibababala.
Hey, back to you. And Davis Yo or Waves and Game Yo Davis. That's not for us again.
You
My
still think
brother is on this.
Man.
I'm so confused.
Damn. Good old Tony.
Good old Tony. Do you know what? I have 3 Tonys. I have a brother, father, and a nephew, Tony.
Yeah.
It's a lot
There's
of
a lot of
Tonys.
Tonys in my
There's a
life.
lot of Tonys.
Is that a Canadian thing? Do they all name their children
no.
Tony?
My favorite joke is they just keep trying because they're not getting it right the first time, right?
They finally got it right.
I think
this
they
last
got
time.
it right
Yeah.
with the last one here.
Yeah.
That's
Peanut
awesome.
Butter 524. Hey, everyone.
Oh, peanut butter.
We got Sky Blue. We got. I got to keep scrolling because this is already getting out of hand.
Ozzy's got the
Pac-Man.
blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, while
Red
you're playing
roses
catch
too.
up with the messages here, a little favorite tradition of ours is to tell everybody what we're drinking and what game are you playing at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
week
in the
or
chat.
whatever. Yeah. So I'm drinking a cream ale. Jen's drinking
No, it's not juice. It's not juice. It's a Radler. It's a Radler. It's really
It's
good.
juice.
We sent 2 to Gaming Off the Grid. I'm still awaiting knowing if they like it. It's not juice. It's made. There's no juice in it.
There's a lot of juice in it.
I love it.
Juice.
And Pacman, what are you drinking?
Right now I've got 3 beverages going at once because I'm a wild and crazy guy.
Hardcore.
I've got water because you guys have to have the aqua, you know. I
Do you know how
have
much water's in the beer?
and enough.
I make
enough.
it there, so I know there's a lot of water in
I
it.
know.
I love it. An A&W root beer because sometimes I want to just get a little crazy. And then my favorite porter is the Black Butte Porter from Deschutes. But I haven't had any of Scott and Jen's batch yet, so I can't really claim that yet.
That is true.
So one of these days, if I can ever get out there, I'm definitely going to.
We just
Oh,
sent
that'd be
some.
awesome. Yeah.
No, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
But
Peer pressure.
So
No, wait.
Games
I'm
that-
probably older.
oh, sorry.
I said
What was the
peer
other
pressure.
question? Oh,
the other
games,
game,
right?
the other game, yeah. What I'm
Oh.
playing right at the moment is God of War 3. I'm playing it on
Ooh.
PS4. Jen just finished
Good.
What did I just finish?
Was it God of War?
Little Nightmares 2.
Oh,
it was really good.
Oh, yeah, Little Nightmares. I've heard great things about that.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I see you confused me because I thought you were going to ask me what I'm playing right now. And I'm playing Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Is that the first one out of the new series?
Second.
Yeah,
Second
the second
one. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I get a little lost. That's my wife's. My wife doesn't play very many video games, but she loves Tomb Raider. So we have
they're
all 3 on
awesome.
Xbox. Yeah, she's really
They're
good.
awesome. Our son is on here, and it's a family affair tonight. If
I'm
Tony the Third's child isn't named Tony, it will be extremely angry. Johnny Chase saying he's playing G Fuel and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What else do we
Nice.
got here? Oh, hey, my whole family's here. What's up, guys
Oh.
and girls?
What's up,
Hey
Maddie?
there,
how's it
Chill
going?
Scissors. And what do we got? I got to do shots too.
Shoots.
Everybody should do shots.
Shoots.
Everybody should do shoots.
Let's do a couple of shoots, okay? Let's do a couple of shoots.
We should all do a couple of shoots. The man, the myth,
The
the
myth.
Pac-Man.
Oh, yes,
I'm playing Shovel Knight. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah. I got to jump back on that. I'm about halfway through it on my Wii U, and just dropped it, play something else. I gotta go back and finish it.
This is a good one. No pun intended.
Oh yeah.
He's drinking Core Seltzer, and Pac-Man has the best Hulk going to work on a Monday morning.
Oh, that's so awesome. We were playing on a live stream. We were playing the Incredible Hulk from Gold
Yes.
Star. I forget, right. It's so Hulk walks like he's pissed. Like he just lost like one of his socks to his pair of socks. Like he's just like, I just need to get home. I'm so upset right now. If I could just be a son of a bitch, I was waiting for this rocket back. You take me. I'm just like,
I finally stayed up for.
and
Awesome.
I probably laughed for like 10 minutes straight. It was stupid ass walk. Like Hulk's walk was great. It's great in that game, and the game's terrible, but it's worth it for the walk. It's worth it.
Just
for the
know
walk.
I was laughing on my end. It was awesome. That was my most memorable part. That and you trying to jump across to Spider-Man.
That was so bad, man. That stupid
was so bad.
web. That's a really bad game. But that's where Scott was kind of talking about, like, you don't want to play a game first because then you know you're not good at it on a live stream. So I'm just like, not good at Spider-Man. Absolutely not good at Spider-Man.
Who's good at that Spider-Man though?
I don't even know if that Spider-Man like makes anybody's top anything. It's really not good. It's
top
really
worst games.
Ooh, we should do a top worst games. Have you guys done a top worst games video yet?
No,
not yet.
It's going on there. Spider-Man's going on there.
I think so. We also have Davis Deadly saying, "I'm stuck on Little Nightmares too." I beat it. Let me know where you're stuck.
Not bragging or anything, but
I'm wearing a Friends shirt and I beat Little Nightmares too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Burnout Revenge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here to throw a big like for my bro Andy, stuck at work, so I'll watch when I can. That's awesome.
Sorry, Zach. Zach Attack's always working.
Well,
man.
not awesome that you're stuck at work, but awesome that you're trying to watch. Course Banquet, Gears 5, Zelda BOTW.
Ooh, same time? Like two different consoles on same time?
Maybe.
Man, I got a couple of games on the go there. I'm bad too.
Hey gang, looking forward to the laughs tonight as per from Retro Rivals and Pacmancase. You know it.
We will do our best.
We will. I'm drinking Diet Coke and playing X-Men versus Street Fighter on Saturn because I'm boring and old.
Settle down with the D key right there, baby. Wow. I love it. X-Men versus Street Fighter is also badass on the Saturn. All those Saturn ports are kick-ass.
I don't have a Saturn. Sad.
Dude, get out. Get out.
I know.
You're out of your own
you know, I'm in my no fun February and I can't buy one. And of course, I've seen one.
So am I.
I know.
I was going to do a video and then I couldn't make one. And so it's like a secret no fun for me. But I've had all my friends like, hey, man, I got this lot. You want to come get this? And I'm like, sure do.
Scott said
sure
I
can't.
can't.
Scott said I can't. So
Who the hell, Scott?
So I'm right there with you, man. There's been a Nintendo lot, NES lot that I couldn't pick up. There's been an arcade. There was like a Saturn kiosk that I wanted to pick up, and I was going to be a good deal on it. And I was like, can't do it. Can't.
I seen a couple things again today at our parlor pawn, and it's getting rough.
I know.
Thank God.
That parlor pawn's kicking you in the ass. You need to stop going in that parlor pawn.
They are kicking my ass.
There better be like a red carpet and some sort of cutting ceremony. When we go back in, they better hire back two employees.
Yeah, I feel like they may have laid off a couple people since we stopped.
I told my wife, I said, when March 1st hits, please don't look at the bank account because I'm about to buy every fucking thing that I possibly can that I missed out on. We'll see. We'll see.
That's awesome. Finally playing South Park Fractured But Whole. You spelt butt wrong. But we love you anyways.
At least that's the right title.
That's the one word I know how to spell.
You got to work on that vocab. That's the one word I know how to spell.
I'm hitting the filtered water hard.
Ooh.
You settle down.
Double filtered.
Alex, the alcohol aficionado, saying if you've spelled If you've had too many shoots, if you're spelling it shoot. Thanks for the hot tip. Have you guys played Army Corps of Hell on PS Vita? The game soundtrack is metal as hell. Love it. I just got a Vita, so it's all new to me.
I don't have a huge Vita library there. Maybe 12, 15 games because it's hard to come by up here. Vita is really hard to come by.
I don't think I've played that one either. I know exactly what the front cover looks like. It's like a demon skull on it, right? But that no, but I did play Sin Mora. It's like a shooter. Have you guys played that one? It's like
I haven't played that one.
It's really good actually. So like the plane like converts itself into like a submarine by flipping its propellers around on the backside and then jumps down into the water. And then it's like a side-scrolling shooter. And I had never given its time of day because the cover is very generic looking. But I just played that on my Vita, and that was awesome. But I'll definitely check out Army. Is it Army Corps? Because I always say the P, and I don't think I'm supposed to.
Who knows how you're supposed to say that? You could ask 100 different people, and half of them would tell you you're wrong.
Yeah, I know. I still say it wrong. Sin Mora EX is super cool game. Okay, got it. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. Watch the video back and write it on the list.
Ricky Games just joined. What I missed. I can spell
Nothing.
butthole. That's what you missed. Drink a Gnarlyberg IPA, playing Yoshi's Story, laughing all the Hulk impersonations. We heard how he sounds on a Monday. I want to hear how he sounds on a Saturday night when he's had too many green beers. That's what I want.
It gets a little crazy.
We got, hey guys from Modan Designs. Hello. And Pond Gamer Guy said, I sold all my Saturn stuff this year. You didn't even
bro, we like live in the same spot. You need to call me. WTF, mate.
Are we ready to start talking games?
Do you know what I envision happening with this live stream? I just see a game flying across the screen. We see the cover, and then we move on. That's gonna be how it is. I loved it.
There you go. Missed it.
That's my favorite game.
By the way, rudely, no one asked me what I was playing, so
I know, Jen. Jen cut us off. I'm gonna blame Jen.
I'm just kidding.
My fault.
No, I'm good. I've been addicted to Plants vs. Zombies again.
It's
so good. I was playing on the PC and then it just corrupted. So it was basically God's way of saying, like, you need to stop playing that game and go take a shower. So I'm done. But man, my daughter wants to sit on my lap and she's like, Daddy, kill that zombie now. Throw a walnut at that zombie. Like, it's so awesome. And then she looked at me. She whispered to me the other day. She goes, Daddy, the zombies are coming. And I was like, all right, you're badass. I love it. But yeah, that's it's been one that I threw down, and I'm not a PC guy at all. I play console exclusively. But Plants vs. Zombies has to be played on PC. It has to. It's the only way to play it. Yep.
Now, our son's a PC guy, and he plays Plants vs. Zombies on the Xbox.
But
he's missing out because with his controller, he has to actually select his box to play his stuff. But if you use the mouse, then you can like click on your sons and plant your plants super fast, where Xbox actually slows the game down because it's too fast otherwise. Yeah, I'm
gonna have to tell him. I am shocked. Here we go. Denver Gamer, what up?
Denver Gamer.
We thought you died or something.
No, he has a few new videos. He has a couple new videos out this week.
He does. Playing Batman Returns on SNES. Listen, I love the rest of you guys, and we are going to get to these at some point, but we have to introduce a game, or else it's just going to be get to know the chat.
Yep. All right. Got your first
fun.
Game?
I like it.
Yeah. Got your first game?
Yeah, you want me to go?
Are you doing this in order or any particular order?
Yeah. So I was going to go old school all the way up to new generation. What do you think? You good?
Go for it.
I love it.
Yep.
Okay. I can always flip it, reverse it. If you want, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Okay. So you guys I've talked about this all the time, but Jackal, baby. Jackal. So
awesome.
Good. And it's funny, since I joined this community a couple years back, there's so many people that didn't know about Jackal. And like, I was like, that is, not only is it a cheap ass game for the Nintendo, like $8, $10. This got me into like shooters, top-down shooters, and it's not even classically a shooter in the way that it's really a plane and bullet hell. But there is something about Jackal. I think the music gets you into it like more than anything, because you're just a couple of Jeeps with a little bit of machine guns and a grenade. But
I get that music stuck in my head there after playing it. I'll be playing it and then I'll go to work. Now
I played it with Scott the very first time he beat it, but I didn't last to the end, so I couldn't count it as a win for me.
Fair. Well, now you do know you can bring your person back, right?
Oh,
apparently I'm not your person.
Yeah, so if you have enough
waste of lives,
if you have enough lives, you can bring your other person back. I think it's like start and select or something like that. We'll bring the player 2 back. So yeah.
He probably secretly just thought he'll fuck it up. I'm gonna say
I didn't know anything about this.
He's like, oh, so sorry, honey, you're definitely dead.
You're dead. You're out.
So dead.
So I played this game the very first time in daycare. So I was like I was probably, I don't remember how old I was, 8 or something like that. And I remember like the daycare, the lady that ran it, her son was in college and had his Nintendo, and he had like 4 games. He had like Zelda and Jackal. And we were like, can we put this game in? And she just thought they were all kid games. She didn't know we were going to be killing bad guys, right? Like, blowing shit up. And we played it. And then to this day, like me and a couple of the guys that remember from that daycare, it's all of our favorite NES game because it was so good. It was so good.
Now,
so good.
He had a lot of games because back then that was a lot of games to have.
Oh yeah,
like you have 4.
Right.
Now, I'm a little bit older than you, so on a Christmas when I got my NES, my mother bought just the base model. No game came with it, but the game that she bought for me was Jackal. So it was the first game I owned.
That's such an awesome fucking game to have as the first one.
I never beat it as a kid. I only beat it last year for the first time.
Yeah, that's because as a kid, once you get to like level 3 or 4, it gets really difficult. Once you get into the area,
it's always that last level.
Yeah, the trucks that have like the black cannonballs that come at you at like 5 spread. That's where as a kid you just don't figure it out, but you just die over and over again. But it's funny that you say that, because do you have gray in your beard, Scott, or not?
I get white. I'm ginger, so I don't get gray. I get white.
Yeah, no, I've got like this patch right here is growing. Like it's only a white patch right now.
He's got a patch too.
Yeah. What is that about? I'm gonna put some beard oil in it. I'm gonna start to treat this
stress
good.
Of being married and kids.
Playing Jackal.
Yes.
It's playing Jackal.
Yeah, so that's mine. That's my first one. That's my first one.
Awesome.
That's a killer one.
We're gonna talk to a couple people. I'm getting far behind. Hello, Gib84. And Pawn Gamer said Sinmora is super cool game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't picture
Drinks and Games with Josh said he's actually working on an edit and a review for this right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And never too many shoot.
There's never so many shots.
Is Pac-Man wearing whitey tighties again? That was my favorite video. That was just for you, Retro Gamer Dad. You weren't supposed to share that information.
Yeah, I did a short film, and they were like, "Hey, man, if you're going to be in a trailer and you guys are like super poor, you got to be in whitey tighties, no pants." And I was like, "Oh, come on, man, I got to wear whitey tighties on film." They're like, "Yeah, you do." And I was like, "All right." And they're like, "Now you have to stand up too and shake it." And I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch! All right, here we go." That was good times.
Retro Gamer Brando, hey everyone.
Hola.
Had Panzer Dragoon Saga and a bunch of good stuff too.
Dude, P&W. We needed to chat, man. You know I would have hooked you up. You would have hooked me up. I would have hooked you up.
Waves and Games. I'm playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 and watching the stream.
Oh, it's so good. Have you guys played it?
No.
What?
I'm not a Tony Hawk fan at all.
No. I've never played a Tony Hawk game.
I've tried.
Oh, you guys, no, you're
I know, right?
So PlayStation 1 is like a staple. If you didn't have Tony Hawk in your PlayStation 1 collection, like you're missing out. The music is awesome, but this whole remake that they did, it took it to another level. Like the Tony Hawk 1-2 remake is the best skateboarding game I've ever played, and it definitely doesn't play like a skateboarding game. It just plays like an arcade, like third person action. Just imagine you're on something else. Imagine you're on a hoverboard, or imagine you're on a, you know, whatever. Like, screw that it's a skateboard, but it's just awesome the way that you traverse the levels. So if you guys get a chance,
that be the game we play if we're going to play a skateboarding game, if we're going to play a Tony Hawk game, play the remake?
Absolutely. Okay. Because you won't lose anything. You won't lose not playing the original. You'll enjoy this one. It's good. It's totally good.
Dennis has a fan. It's our son. Dennis sucks. But Mo Dane's here, but Dennis sucks. Did Pac-Man reach his milestone?
I think I'm like 19 away from the 2000. I think I'm 19 away from it.
There's 19 of you in here that have not subscribed to Pacmancase yet. Come on.
Come on.
We'll do shoots.
We'll do shoots.
Lots and lots of shoots.
I love PVZ on my iPad.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
See, iPad's good too because you can touch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jen, show off your custom Hot Shots cover. Get it. Get it. Speaking of PC, would you guys want to do a co-streaming playing Clue on Steam? It's only $12. I will do that.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Be amazing at Clue.
When and where, DD?
Get closer to the camera.
What does it say? Oh, Dennis sucks.
Mo Dan sent that to us, so I printed it off, and now it's the cover for our
And then she took a spot on the wall.
I did.
What do you guys use for your printer? No, I mean, I know this is no one cares that's watching the stream what your printer is, but
I have no idea. HP something or other, because I have the ink program and it's super cheap to get ink.
Yeah, but I jumped on a laser for the first time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I jumped on a laser because I had Bubble Jet and Inkjet for the longest time, and they kept clogging after not using them for a while. So I moved to like a color laser, and I love it. It's awesome.
Oh, well, then that's what I'll do next time. Freight Pac-Man is talking about Plants vs. Zombie, not the spin-off Garden Warfare, what I play.
No, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing that one. I'm playing the OG PopCap game, which was a tower defense Plants vs. Zombies game.
Alex is keeping us honest.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Blood Rain on original Xbox? I think it's also on PS2 and GameCube.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Did you like it, though?
I have played it. Now, I didn't finish it because I remember back then I rented it. And I think I was right to the end, and I couldn't beat the last level, and then I ended up having to take it back, but I didn't rent it again. But I have it here in the collection. I might put it back in. I don't know. I don't think like it aged well.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up. I tried to play it, and I was like, what is this garbage? And I feel bad. I hate when my favorite games happen like that. So.
Now, Blood Rain 2 is backwards compatible all the way up to the Xbox Series X. I'm wondering how that one holds up.
I'm curious too.
Yeah.
Jackal was amazing. I still remember the boss fight with the statues. I'm loving this comment, and I read it wrong, and you guys will know as soon as I pop it up. You and Gaming Off the Grid love Jackal. You guys should have a Jackal off.
No, you read it right. You read it right. If it came from Rex, you read it right.
And that's why we love you.
Rex, you can referee if you want to watch, buddy.
Jackal is easily one of my all-time favorites on the NES. It's
awesome.
Me too. Yeah.
It was one of the first co-op games I played with my sister and friends. It's awesome. It's a great co-op game for sure. There is no SNES version.
No, but there is an arcade version. So if you want, you could play the arcade. I don't think the arcade's as good, even though the graphics are better.
Well, there's definitely a different feel because I have it on my what do you call it there? Why can't I think of words?
Yeah. Mouth words, memory time.
No, that thing over there got me there.
Wait, what?
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
It says it right on the fucking front.
Where?
Pandora's box.
Oh, down the corner.
Get your eyes checked. Holy shit, you're almost.
I mean, you're allowed to not see stuff sometimes or hear stuff. Right? Selective hearing, selective seeing. It's the same.
I agree.
This is why you don't make it to the end of the game, you know.
Davis Deadly was 23 when you were in daycare.
No, dude, we already talked about this. You're not that old, you son of a bitch. You are not that old.
And obviously, we like you. Jackal was never even released for the NES here in the UK. What? You should move to Canada or North America or something. I had Worms. Armageddon when I was.
Now read it the right way.
That's what we're gonna call it. I got worms. It's we specialize in worm farming.
No, you're not gonna reread that. You're
Just gonna let it go. No, worms Armageddon is awesome. Ricky, did you have it on PlayStation or 64? Because if you had it on 64, then you got like a $200 game, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Also, that will always be that game for me. Worms Armageddon. It's called Age Horrid. Your eyesight.
Oh.
I gotta love all those exploding sheep and concrete dockies.
Oh man, the super sheep. That's the best part of Worms, man.
Jen, I just had some rolled tacos. What did I miss?
You missed
us being us.
Whitey tidies.
Yeah. Oh damn, Sky Blue, you need to pick up NTS. That not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Denver Gamer said, "Look at those sexy man beards."
Dude,
Denver
Scott
Gamer, I tried
has a
to
lot
throw mine
fuller
out.
than mine, yeah.
Jen
Keep working on it, Jen.
Jen.
No, Scott calls it this.
Jen calls it
this.
Jen calls it the magic carpet.
And then he offers me a magic carpet ride.
World.
Because it's better than a mustache, right?
I found fun.
No.
Oh yeah.
Sicaria Pinball Deluxe tables on Steam just got a lot of great scores.
Oh, nice.
Playing Super Mario 3D Land, Bowser's Fury on Switch.
Oh,
we
nice.
unfortunately cannot because that came out in February.
No.
Yep.
I don't have it yet.
Yep.
How have you never played Tony Hawk? Skip. I need to play the remastered. I love THPS so much. Words. I'm literally told your last stream to play. Okay, yeah, you did. Man,
I never did. Everybody's just taking that dagger in you right now,
I
guys.
can't
It's like,
fight
just
it, guys.
Yeah. That was only 2 weeks ago.
Drake, you can. You just have to create another YouTube.
Double subscribe. I love it. That's awesome.
Lord. What's up, Retro Rivals? You almost there with y'all's challenge. Almost. Thank God.
Oh, man.
And
Stupid ass
Pacmancase
challenge.
is doing it too.
Stupid ass
We're going to do it every February.
I don't know who thought of this. Idiot.
You sons of bitches.
Oh, Lord. Pandora's box. Yes.
Yeah, see?
You can't
Somebody
even.
knows. Right.
Okay. I think we're like almost all the way caught up. And
All right.
yeah, let's do it.
So let's do it.
Let's
Jump
do it
into
before
Hello.
we get behind again.
Number 2.
Number two.
Oh, I knew this was going to be in there.
Yeah.
So I struggled with Street Fighter because I was a huge fan of Street Fighter Alpha series. This is the one I rented over and over and over and over from the rental store until my mom was like, I'm just going to buy it because you've wasted hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, you got to buy it
from
6 times now.
But this one, we went to a retro game store like before they were cool. So I guess this was current game store because it wasn't retro back then. But I remember I went with my dad and I was just like, can I please have just one game, Dad? Can I just have like one? I just want like one game. That's it, Dad. Just one fucking game, Dad. Just get a fucking game.
You just did Hulk on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and he hooked me up with Street Fighter, and I never looked back. That's why it's my favorite fighting game series of all time. So, and this
I love
piece,
Street Fighter.
it's complete, baby. It's got like all the original stuff. Look at this. You guys remember that Tiger like handheld? Like,
yeah,
man, some of those were so awesome. So anyway, it's where I
had
fell
one
in
not
love
that
with
long
it.
ago that I think Alex lost the cover to the fucking thing.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah, we almost gave him up at that point, but we're almost done. So we're like, why not finish something you started? he's
lucky.
He's 13 and a half.
Yeah, you're lucky.
You know? Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Street Fighter. And that's where it all came from, where the love came from for Street Fighter. If you guys haven't played the 30th Stupid Lights, if you haven't played the 30th anniversary edition, this has every single Street Fighter game ever made on it. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Similar, because I just picked up I didn't just pick it up, but I got the original. I got the Street Fighter collection on the original Xbox.
No, that is just
No?
like Alpha Series and Street Fighter 2. So this one, the 30th anniversary, has Street Fighter Alpha. It has Super Street Fighter, has the original Street Fighter on it, which is garbage. And then it also has the Street Fighter 3 series on it too, which is Street Fighter 3 Second Impact and Third Strike, which is by far the coolest animation in a Street Fighter game. It has not gotten better even with the new ones too. So
I don't think I've played that one.
Really good. I would say that it's a lot more technical of a fighting game. So if you just want something fun, like stay with the original Street Fighters, but like Street Fighter 3 is like where things were getting really heated at the arcade with quarters. So
that's when I was playing Street Fighter, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I lost a lot lot of money in those machines.
Right.
You and everybody else.
See, I was at that age back then. I was at that right age where I was drinking and going to the local arcade and just blow all your quarters.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, but I was having juice boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so. Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like spiked juice boxes.
Yeah. We don't want to talk
at your fun daycare.
There was some wine coolers. We were having some wine coolers.
What do we have here? Nintendo Direct. What do y'all think of Nintendo Direct, and what games were your favorite?
None.
I haven't even been looking at it, to be honest with you.
No, we haven't.
No.
Yeah, none games. I watched it and it was forgettable. Everybody was waiting for so many releases to come out. They're still going to hold off on Metroid. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is not ready. It's just like a lot of filler. They're just like, we don't have anything. Just give them like extra stuff. Like Skyward Sword is coming out on the Switch. So if you didn't play it on the Wii, you can play it on the Switch. And it's got new like Switch controls, and you can just play it with a controller for the first time. You had to play it with the Wiimote before. So a lot of people are like, F that. I'm not swinging that sword. My arm's going to hurt. Like, so yeah. But no.
I didn't watch it live. I actually watched somebody's, I think maybe it was Happy Console Gamer's reaction to it. Like after the aftermath of it or whatever. I think that's what I watched.
This right here is all your kid. Disclaimer, no chat was caught up, simply skipped.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex. Okay, Alex, whatever.
Remember who makes the money, buddy.
Yeah. I love beat 'em ups, but totally blow at fighting games.
I
am
depending on the fighting game.
Yeah, it does depend on the fighting game.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm a beat 'em up. I'm a beat 'em up fan when it comes to like just jump in on it.
Yeah.
But why the Gen version of Street Fighter 2?
Genesis.
With Genesis, it was the Championship Edition. So right when that one first came out, this one, if I'm not mistaken, was the first time that you were actually able to play as Sagat, Balrog, Vega, and Bison. So a special Championship Edition on the Genesis. And then they came out with like another one on Super that you could do, but that's why the Genesis version was better for me at the time.
Nice. I was always Chun-Li, so it really didn't matter.
Chun-Li's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
She's got thighs for days.
Every gym day was like that. Every day. Quad. Child Hulk. Nice. We've got Brian agreeing with us that Nintendo Direct was so garbage.
I just feel
Scotty
like
J Retro saying hi. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Scotty?
I just feel like the Nintendo Direct, I think the people had a lot of hopes.
Yeah.
None of them were fulfilled. So you end up being very disappointed with it.
Street Fighter, the movie, the game, the movie, the game.
Yes. It is nostalgic. It actually doesn't hold up though as a good
Jen, have you ever watched the movie?
I have watched parts of the movie.
You can't see parts of the movie.
But it's oh my god, the acting.
Oh yeah.
See, back then I loved my action movies, so Van Damme was like high up there.
Van Damme was awesome.
Steven Seagal and like all those guys there, Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Yeah.
So I watched everything that came out that they did.
Scott, have you played Broforce?
Oh my god,
Broforce.
I love Broforce. Yeah, no, I agree. The Jewel Ralia, is that his name? Who was Gomez in Addams Family? He Yeah, he plays Bison, and it was the worst casting choice.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
But dude, to be honest, like Van Damme was a pretty badass Guile, so I can't.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
They could have honestly, as bad as that movie was, they could have just filled it with a bunch of really good martial artists.
Yeah,
they made a good martial arts movie out of it instead of having some actors and making a very mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, it was a rough story, but it also came out roughly the same time as Mortal Kombat, if I'm not mistaken. The film, 94,
maybe like a year later,
5.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat is phenomenal. Like I still to this day think that's like one of the best.
Now.
Video game.
Did you
ever
don't
watch it?
All?
I did watch some of it.
Oh my god!
Do you know what? You killed me on fighting movies because you're like, let's watch this Van Damme, whatever.
Classics. They're called classics. They're called classics.
Classic.
I want to take those movies and I want to do a slam dunk. It's just not my thing.
But yet she'll watch this, not her tits, but Friends. She'll watch Friends.
Pivot
6 million times.
Pivot.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, no, Jen, you got to give Mortal Kombat another chance, but also it might just be nostalgic to Scott and I don't know why. Like back then, like it just was such a cool.
The first time I seen Mortal Kombat was in theater, and I think there was 6 of us. So my buddy, who's the only guy that had a vehicle at the time, had a little Ford Ranger, and he had a cap on the back. So he put 2 up and 2 or maybe 3 in the front, and the rest of us hopped in the back. And it was like half hour drive to get to the nearest theater. So we live way up in the woods.
That was back in the day.
Retro Game says, Andy.
Oh, Steve. Mom,
no, but you need to see Steve Craig Retro. What's it? Games 3 times fast.
Diablo 2 Resurrected. I hear.
That's Toy Boat. Can you guys say Toy Boat 10 times as fast as you can? Try it.
Am I going to end up saying something bad?
No. I guarantee you can't do it. Toy Boat 10 times as fast as you can.
Okay. Toy Boat.
Yep, you got one.
That's going to be part of our new drinking game there.
Yes. How many times?
Sociables. You're gonna grab the cart and then, whenever you mess up, then you have to take, the remainder in drinks or something.
The best part of that is your entire chat just tried it. That's what's funny.
Yes.
If you guys didn't try it, I'm coming to each of every one of your houses. Please leave your address on my Facebook or whatever.
Yes,
I don't know.
Do it. She'll get you.
I will get you. Look at how strong I am. I could do it.
I am Jen. Hear me roar.
I'm Hulk on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what that looks like, but it's something. MK movie versus SF movie versus Mario Bros movie. Please rank.
That Mario movie is dead last in my opinion.
They already ranked it for us. 1, 2, 3. You just did it.
Yes.
Thank you, Brian, for making it easy.
I agree. Yeah.
The new MK movie looks dope as fudge.
Really?
Yes, it does.
I didn't know they were making one.
Oh, dude, go stop this stream right now. Watch the trailer. Watch the trailer for it. This is probably the most anticipated video game movie of all time.
Who's going to be in it?
Okay, so same people as normal. You got Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Sonya.
Any well-known actors, like anybody in the martial arts realm?
No,
like Michael J. White, Scott Adkins.
No. They actually, the only person that I recognized in that entire trailer was the guy from Superman. His like assistant, the bald black guy. What's his name? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like in the TV series. I think
I might be picturing him.
Anyway, yeah, he plays Jax, and he got super ripped for it. But I'm not going to spoil anything. But one thing, the way Jax loses his arms is shown in the trailer, and it is freaking awesome. It's a red band trailer, so it's like it's rated R. It shows you everything. There's a really cool scene with Sub-Zero freezing like blood and turning into a dagger. Like it's badass. You need to see it. I'm not going to say anymore.
I will watch
Davis
it
Deadly
with you.
Just said it. Jimmy Olsen. His name was Jimmy Olsen in the TV series. He is Jax, but Johnny Cage is missing from the trailer, and so it's kind of an interesting one. Yeah,
that is weird. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
How about the DOA movie?
Oh, not good. I mean, it's good for other things, but it was not a good movie.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Discuss.
MK and Street Fighter movies both sucked. All right. Well, you have your own opinion.
Well,
that was
you know
not
what?
That was not as fun as I thought it would be.
If you don't have any nostalgia for it, I can absolutely see
yeah.
that.
Maybe
we watched
maybe
it back
you
then.
watched MK Annihilation, the second one, because that was garbage. But the first one, really good. It's
Annihilation was pretty bad.
It's not good.
Yeah. They changed Sonya Blade in it. They changed a couple of people there.
Yeah, Johnny Cage got recast. Sonya Blade got recast. But they did add some other cool characters in it. You finally got to see Cyrax in it, which was kind of cool. They changed Jax, right? I think they changed
I think
Jax
so.
to it. So now it was
Jax,
disappointing.
Well, yeah, Jax didn't have much of a role at all in the first one.
No,
right?
he was just in the beginning, right when Sonya chases Kano off the boat.
Yeah, that was it. That's the only time you see him.
Mm-hmm.
90s with GSD says, hello, everyone. Shout out from Nevada. What's the best video game to play while completely drunk? Okay, I have a theory on this. Whoever's in the room with you that is less drunk than you hands you a controller, puts any game on they want, and they treat you like a toddler. They don't set your controller up. They're just like, you're doing so good, Betty. You're doing. That's the game you play. Whatever your friend puts in for you, and then you know you're doing a good job.
I'm gonna say Overcooked. Overcooked 2. If you want to,
we haven't played Overcooked yet.
Oh, guys,
can it cause our divorce?
Yeah, you got Tony Hawk. Overcooked. What's happening right now?
All the classics.
Overcooked is fantastic. Overcooked 2, get it on the Switch, up to 4 people. You can play it online. In fact, we should exchange friend codes. We'll play Overcooked together. We basically just make meals together, but like each person's responsible for like cooking meat or rice or whatever.
I've seen gameplay of it.
Yell at each other the entire time because you're like, Jen, what the hell are you doing over there? Making tortillas. We don't need any more tortillas. like, damn it, Scott, get the beans ready. We don't have time.
You know, I'm going to continue to make tortillas even if you say we have enough.
Yeah.
We have enough damn tortillas. Let's go.
Nintendo will make money no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's a Mario Golf or Metroid Prime.
It's true.
You know what's funny is I really loved Mario Golf on the 3DS, but I wasn't a huge Mario Golf fan before that. So I don't know. Metroid Prime needs to come out though. They've been developing it for like 7 years.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Jen Pack Scott, are you pumped for Superman and Lois on Tuesday? I don't.
Don't
we just
even.
have Netflix.
We don't. Yeah, we only have Netflix. I don't have regular TV there, so
we only have Netflix and 1,100 games.
Do you guys watch WandaVision?
No.
On Disney Plus?
No.
I know.
Okay, get Disney Plus. Just watch WandaVision, binge it, and then cancel it because there's nothing else really worth it. Because you probably own all the Marvel movies anyway.
Well, that's what we did.
Yeah.
We canceled our Disney Plus because there was nothing. They weren't watching it.
No, you finish Mandalorian and then you're like, okay, other than WandaVision, there's nothing else for me here.
Yeah, it's pretty weak there. Other than that, there's not much going on. It was a novelty there for a couple weeks and then didn't touch it.
Tapper is the best drunk game. Tapper would be a good drunk game. We're talking like the
old school Tapper.
Yeah.
I think I can picture it.
Yeah.
Hey, was that a pun? Picture like with the.
If you've ever played a Punch Out game, I'd be disappointed if you haven't. What's the best one in your opinion?
Oh.
Okay. There's a
we got some people answering in the chat.
For Super Punch Out, there's a nostalgia because I love that 16-bit graphic style. But Punch Out on the Wii is fantastic. It is really, really good. So I'm a
reason why Alex is asking you is because that's what he's playing now. He's
is he playing the Wii one?
Sandman. Yeah, he's on Sandman right now.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great one.
He came downstairs and took over the TV one night when we were trying to hang out. And I was like, okay, well, you do your thing then, I guess, because we don't even own this place anymore. Double question. Ooh. And then we'll get back to a game. Pac-Man, I don't know if you're a huge sports guy, but how do you feel about Seattle Kraken becoming the next NHL franchise? 2, for everyone, best hockey video game?
Okay, so number one, easy. NHL 94 is the best hockey game in my opinion. Second best would probably be NHL Hits. I really like that one. That one's pretty good.
I'm right in there with you.
Yeah, but yes. So we don't even have to wait a year. Our season starts sometime in, when is it, guys? November? Is that when it starts? NHL? Is that November?
NHL's already going on. I don't because of COVID. It's
the
all,
next season.
I don't know when next season is going to start.
So that's when the Kraken actually enter for the first time. So we are stoked. It's going to be the Crackheads. We wanted to try to get tickets, but the whole season is already sold out in Seattle.
Oh, really?
Whatsoever. Yeah, every single game sold out. So we're stoked. We're stoked for sure.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. We're hoping to see a game in Vegas at some point once COVID does its thing.
See, my team I watch is the Canadians, the Habs there.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of going to Montreal where it's just as cold as it is here in New Brunswick, we'll go to Vegas where it's nice and warm, and then we can do other things other than just watch a hockey game.
Yeah, watch them face the Knights. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I think that would be
really
great.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a fun time. Okay, let's get to another game.
Okay,
and then get behind in the chat again.
I have already I done this one once before, but we talked about beat 'em ups, right? This is my favorite beat 'em up of all time. This got me into beat 'em ups. It's the reason why I started like jumping into Ninja Turtles and jumping into like Turf War that I just Rival Turf that I just played on my stream for the first time. I love it. And that's Captain America and the Avengers. This is a badass game. Now, this is my personal opinion, but I think the Genesis version is better. I don't know why. The controls feel better. It since it's a 3-button combination instead of the 4 on Super Nintendo. It's a really good port, and the music is much better on the Genesis version. It sounds really tinny on the Super Nintendo version.
I typically like the Genesis music more than Nintendo
you
on
do.
pretty much everything, but that's what I had. I went from an NES to a Sega Genesis. I never had a Super Nintendo when I was younger.
Same. I never had a Super Nintendo. I didn't get to enjoy any Super Nintendo games. In fact, the Street Fighter Alpha I showed you guys was the only Super Nintendo game that I even make a nod to, because it didn't define me in that game journey. So,
now,
which is really sad.
We're talking about beat 'em ups. I think my favorite's still got to be Streets of Rage.
Oh yeah,
I love
2.
I know a lot of people would say 2, but I think number 1. I think in that order, 1, 2, and 3. I really don't care much for 3. 4 probably before 3.
Oh, 4 is so good. Yes,
4 is pretty awesome. Yeah, we played through it together this year.
I want to be a Streets of Rage fan so bad, but I like Final Fight better. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just like the animation style, or maybe just kind of like the hitboxes, but I've always liked Final Fight a little bit better. I mean, I love Streets of Rage. Like I'm saying, like they're both A+ games, but I would say that for me, Final Fight was like, that was the one I wanted to pop all my quarters into when I went to the arcade, was Final Fight over and over again. But this one, I'm a nerd for comic books. So like for it to be like, Captain America and the Avengers, which is like my first introduction to Vision and Hawkeye, because I was like, who the F are these stupid guys? Like, this doesn't make any sense. These are terrible characters. But I found myself like loving that stuff, and then I never looked back. So yeah.
I want to, since you mentioned comic books, you still read comics?
Yeah, it depends on the series. There's some stuff that I shied away from, but I try to catch up as much as I can. But I always wait. I don't do issue by issue. I grab a graphic novel.
I like my issue by issue.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I just started reading Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin.
Okay.
It's going to be a 5-issue series, miniseries, whatever. But the first 2, phenomenal.
Good.
It's awesome. I'll tell you. I won't spoil anything for you.
It's more of a dark take.
It's a very dark take. It's
like the original comics.
The first issue actually happens in the future.
Okay.
It's no longer Shredder. It's Shredder's grandson that's running the city and the Foot Clan and all that. Yeah. And there's only one turtle left because the other 3 got killed off. And they never tell you in the first comic who was left.
It's really.
But then they start getting into how each one of them died, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is so
I love
awesome.
it. I love it. I've been a huge fan of a lot of the artwork that they have. It's like Donatello like holding all the bandanas at the same time, and Raphael and stuff. So, but yeah, those original comics were pretty dark when they first came out too. Like they were pretty brutal. They had like blood and like that type of stuff in them. But I tried to get into the Rebirth series, like in DC. Like I tried to read issue by issue, and there were so many coming at me. I was like, I had to give up. I was like, no, I'll just wait for a compilation. I can't do it. So
it gets crazy there. Like even when I'm reading my Marvel, I read a lot of Marvel stuff. Yeah. But to follow one story, it crosses over everything. Like X-Men,
Fantastic Four.
Well, I just read one. It was X-Men, and I had to do something with swords. I can't remember the title of it exactly, but I didn't get to read every single one because I think there was 22 in the series total for the whole story. But I read the main parts of the story. I didn't read all the crossovers because they do that a lot in Marvel comics. It's crazy.
Yeah, it always bothers me too because you've got a character you really like, and he's like, "I'm going off to the woods," and then you never hear from him again. It's like issue 4 through 7 of Woodsman McGee, and you're like,
yeah, that's annoying. Drinks and games with Josh. Favorite beat 'em up, River City Ransom.
That's a great one. That is a great
good
one.
Yeah. X-Men Arcade is epic.
Oh yeah.
X-Men Arcade. What is that?
I think if I'm thinking of it right, I think I played it on my Pandora's box. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Is it a fighting game?
I think it's a beat 'em up. I think I might be getting mixed up with the Punisher.
The 4-player X-Men Arcade.
I think that's the one.
Okay. Yes, that's fantastic. It's
correct me here in the comments.
2 screens in the arcade, if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, lots of love for Double Dragon Final Fight and TMNT, the arcade game. Yes, Alex just said we didn't really catch up on the screen. We skipped stuff short, whatever. Streets of Rage 2 is timeless. I still play with my son now and again. That's awesome. What did we think of Immortal Hulk?
I love it. Immortal Hulk is awesome. It is dark.
I haven't gotten into that one yet. I haven't jumped into it.
It's way in there now. Issues are in the 20s at this point, I think.
Mike Hawker says, "Hey everyone."
Hola.
Hello.
Hola.
Yes, that's a great comic book series. The Ninja Turtles one, I'm assuming.
Or Immortal Hulk, both.
Yes. Streets of Rage games are awesome beat 'em up, but I prefer TMNT Hyperstone Heist.
Yeah.
Or Turtles in Time.
No, me and Jen argue with this. Jen thinks Turtles in Time is better than the Hyperstone Heist.
Hyperstone Heist was meant for like more mature players.
Well, yes, I think so.
Yes, for more of a tenured gamer. And
because I'm sure when people think of more mature, they obviously think of me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You're the most mature ever.
Oh, that's awesome. They're babies.
I want to say baby turtles. But I want him.
No. All right. Are you caught up yet?
Ish. Alex will call me on it. It'll be fine.
Jump into another game.
Okay. So this next down memory lane of this next series is my love for the PlayStation, right? Because we just hit up, what did we just do? We just did NES. We just talked about Genesis and then my PlayStation game. So I got into fighting games. So, right, we talked about beat 'em ups, but fighting games were my jam. I loved it in the arcade. I fell in love with Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, but not until they started doing ports over to the PlayStation 1 did I really fall in love with a bunch of stuff. So you guys have probably played these, but first one is the X-Men Children of Adam series. That one, god damn light, dude. I don't know where to put it. The X-Men Children of Adam, that one was a great arcade port. And then Marvel Superheroes, which you guys probably played, Marvel versus Capcom.
I played that one.
So this is where it started. So you were able to play as it was like Psylocke, Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, and then Shuma Gorath, who's like the octopus looking tentacle dude. Dark Side, I think, and there was a couple other villains in there. And then, did you guys ever play Guilty Gear?
No.
Okay. All right.
Why does it sound familiar though?
Yes, it definitely sounds familiar.
Guilty Gear was an Atlas game, and if you guys know, you collect every Atlas game you can ever find because they go up in value more than anything. But the Guilty Gear series was the first time they'd ever played something with like hard rock, like hard metal.
Nice.
And it has the best soundtrack to it, and all of the characters have like oversized weapons, like Soul Calibur, a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a 2D fighter. So try Guilty Gear out. I think you can find the older like Xbox and PlayStation 2 have like Guilty Gear X2 compilation.
I think that's what I have. I think I have it on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Yes. So pop that one in. And then of course Marvel vs. Capcom 2 during that whole fighting series. Those were awesome. So that's me, man. That was my fighting game love. And I went down memory lane like that. I mean, that got me into stuff like Darkstalkers. A lot of those 2D fighters.
I missed out on a copy of Darkstalkers.
Oh, damn. Darkstalkers so fun. I love that.
Ricky Games has said, have you played any of the Dead Rising games? The first two were my favorite as I was growing up.
I played a little bit of Dead Rising, but not much.
Yeah, Dead Rising was awesome when it first came out, man. You played as Frank. He's like a photographer, and they head to a mall, and it's getting infested with zombies. But I think I liked the later installments. We could start to make cooler weapons. Like you'd start to like make a chainsaw on an oar paddle, and like you just like cut them up. But the game itself, to me, like it's kind of novelty. Like you play it for a little while, and then you're like, all right, well, this is all I do. I just kill a bunch of zombies.
I think that's what happened. I played it for a few hours and then was kind of done with it.
Yeah.
Hollywood Polo said, what did we think of Marvel Heroes?
I haven't played Marvel Heroes. You're talking about the PS1 game they just had?
Marvel
Is that the one?
Superheroes that I just... Yeah, that one. Maybe it was an older comment before I started. I don't remember.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I have Guilty Gear on Dreamcast.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dude,
I didn't know that existed.
I didn't know that they made it on Dreamcast.
Yeah. Guilty Gear Strive is the only upcoming game I'm excited about.
Oh, yeah. That one.
Yeah,
it's updated. The way that they've actually done this, it literally goes... I'm not an anime guy at all, but they basically take the anime cutscenes and it moves directly into gameplay, and you can't even tell the difference.
Nice.
So it's really cool. The transitions are awesome in that one.
Modan saying you need to find the Saturn versions of those fighting games. Yes, Guilty Gear is so good. If you do a fatality on the first round, there's no second round. Your opponent is dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
It's called, Destroyed. It's basically like it says destroyed across the screen, and then your character.
Can we just have Dennis say it?
Yeah.
Destroy.
I actually have those same games on Saturn, but these ones defined my childhood. So I had the PlayStation 1 games first, which means I played the worst ports. I didn't play the good ports until later in life when I got the Sega Saturn, because they have the better ports. Yeah.
You love them more because they're from your childhood. Like it's hard to...
Nostalgia is
nostalgia's
a tough thing to get around there.
Yeah.
Sky Blue Rob 88 X-Men Children of Adam is a great 2D fighter, but it's so hard. I've never made it past Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Mm-hmm.
I had to leave to go order The Last Ronin. My checkbook hates you guys. And I bought Panzer Dragoon because of a prior video.
There you go, Scott.
The Last Ronin, and those first two issues, I'm really loving it. I want it to continue on after these 5 issues. I just don't know how it's going to end, right?
Guilty Gear X. I see. Okay. Got it.
On Dreamcast.
Okay.
It's a Japanese version.
Yeah. Oh, Japanese.
Why'd you hook me into this live stream on my TV while drinking? I need a urinal in the game room. You do.
I need a refill.
They sell male and female urinals that you don't have to leave the couch for these days. If you'd like to just do that.
That's what we're doing under the table.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
If you see my face do
this.
All right.
On
that comment, I'm going to go refill.
They get really quiet and just stare at the camera for a while. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Those Guilty Gears, I didn't even know that they came out on Sega Saturn. But to be fair, the Sega Saturn Japanese had way more titles than we did in North America. So you have to hook that stuff up.
I'll just go ahead and agree with you on that because
yeah. Jen's like, what the fuck
I'm
ever?
like a baby gamer. We've got a fan. Great live stream, guys. Thank you, Loco.
What up, Loco?
I just like want to circle back to the peeing thing. It's a weird thing to circle back to. My brother actually bought me, like, when I went hiking a couple years ago, I went 3 days in the woods overnight with a friend, and he's like, listen, I bought you something for your hike. I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. And it was a so you can stand up and pee for a girl situation. I couldn't bring myself to use it. It just didn't happen. I was like, I can't use it.
Isn't that it's like almost like a milk jug with like a weird cup on it, isn't it?
Yes, exactly what it is. I'm like, what if the stream comes out too fast? I'm just peeing on my own hands at that point.
I used to
work. Be a hot mess.
I was an account manager for durable medical equipment. So basically we handled a lot of hospice stuff, which was sad, but we sold that stuff. We sold like male urinals, female urinals. We sold porta potties. We sold every gross thing you can think about. Like, it was such a sad experience. I would actually have to go set up a bed in someone's house and take it out the next day because I set it up just for them to die on.
Oh, God.
It is so rough. And you would meet these people and they had so much like spunk and spirit, and they'd be like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, hey, how are you? They're like, I'm not good, I'm gonna die tomorrow. And I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Wish I wouldn't ask that question.
Yeah, here's your bed. It changed me. So auto response, right? At the end, when you leave somebody or whatever, you're just like, I don't know. You'd always say something like, I don't know, something along the lines of like, I'll see you next time or whatever. And I had to start saying like, take care, because there's nothing else I could say. Like, what do you say? Like, have a great day. Like, yeah.
And they're like, they say, enjoy your movie. And you say, you too. And
right.
Like,
right.
Popcorn. Yeah. You can't watch the movie.
Right.
That's exactly.
Meanwhile, they're grabbing their junior mints and like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Words.
Yeah.
I had something, but it went that fast.
Truth be told, I am not a popcorn fan. There's a lot of people that must have popcorn when they go see a movie. I can't have popcorn, but I must have red vines. Like, if I don't have red vines, it's not a movie for me. Yeah, but some people are Twizzler fans, and they can all go to hell because
remember. I remember when I thought Red Vines was a restaurant.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, what restaurant's that, guys?
That sounds tasty.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Let's have you guys. Oh wait, now here we go. Okay. Oh shoot, great live stream. That one I did. Oh yeah, I forgot to guilty you guys about Dragon's Crown. Guilt us.
So good.
Oh yeah,
we were supposed to play live.
Oh, what happened?
We keep forgetting. We get friggin' busy, or he works 2 to 10. And
I work a weird shift.
We keep saying we were going to game today, and it never ever happened.
No, we never even had a chance to do anything.
That's the worst feeling, when you want a game and it doesn't happen.
Yeah. It is. Mars OG, have you guys drank Voodoo Ranger IPA? No, but I would. If that helps.
Man, I want to like IPAs, but sometimes like
that's what I got.
Okay, so talk to me about that. Like, when it goes hoppy, right? Hoppy right up in your mouth. Like, at what point are you like, I'm enjoying this? Because I think so many people are like, what the fuck is happening in my mouth right now? This is like, I'm not. So it's very acquired, just like anything else.
Drink in, then you start to enjoy.
Yeah, that's me. Like, if I have an IPA, I can. Once I'm on my third one, I'm like, okay, I can down this a little bit more.
The older you get, the stronger you need everything to taste, because I don't know if you just taste buds just don't work as well.
Yeah, your taste buds just die, so you don't realize that you're drinking shit all.
Maybe.
Like, what the fuck are we drinking today? I'm out.
It depends, because some IPAs, like, it's just right and it has like a hint of flavor or whatever, but something that's just straight, it's just like, here, have like a hops explosion in your mouth. I'm like, no, that tastes like garbage to me.
I don't like. Well, see, it depends. Like I say, I don't like anything too hoppy. But what I'm drinking now, some people might find it too hoppy.
I am some people.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a bitch at a restaurant though. Like if I walk in, like, I don't really want anything like too hoppy. Like if I could just get like a little hoppy, and then they're just like, here's your
here's a Bud Light.
Here's your Long Island iced tea, bitch. Like, you know. Okay, I got it.
We need to do Drinks and Games with Josh says you guys need to do a separate live stream like once every couple of months with just y'all and Pac-Man. I'm down. This conversation could start out with Hulk on a Monday and
him and his tiny
standing up.
Yeah, right.
Girls.
There we go.
Well, since I thought Red Vines was a restaurant, probably Twizzlers. Because I've never had Red Vines.
What? Don't you ever say Twizzlers. It's like eating plastic. It's like there's not even flavor to it. It's just like gumming on you're like a dog and a chew toy. You're just like gnawing on this stupid ass stuff. Red Vines is like this soft, tasty treat. And Red Vines can be a straw if you want to drink your drink out of it.
If we're being fair, I don't like Twizzlers either. So I just went Twizzlers because I've never had Red Vines. So let's say Red Vines.
Wait, now, do you like black licorice? Some people hate it.
I don't.
Some people hate it.
Yeah,
I don't. It depends on the time of the month. Then I can eat black.
when you're on your period, or
when you're ovulating, that could be a rough time too.
The first of the month is when I can have my black licorice.
Sounds like your boyfriend or something there.
I almost snorted. Almost amazing. I could never have a drink in front of me that long without consuming. Too tempting.
Right, Jen?
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like peer pressuring me to drink.
I know. I freaking love IPA, my favorite style of beer.
Yep.
One for the good guys. IBC root beer is the bomb.
I haven't had that.
A&W.
I don't mind IBC. There's actually a bunch of them. I like, to be honest, I really like Dad's root beer. It's just like
it's really sweet.
Yeah, it is really sweet. There's also another one. They do like a ginger. What's it called?
Can you do a ginger?
Ayo. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I don't know. I'm gonna make something up. It's like Flanagan's. It's some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Flanagan's.
Oh geez, that one sounds good, eh?
Ooh, I like nibs.
Real good.
Nibs are really good.
Nibs all the way.
What is nibs?
Maybe that's a Canadian licorice.
It might be. Stephen Cameron. Are you in Canada? Maybe we've had this conversation before. That could have went really wrong if you put a P instead of a B. I'm just saying.
It would have been better though.
And then none of the guys would have even questioned it. Like Henry Weinhard's root beer is best.
Oh yeah, Henry Weinhard's is pretty damn good. That's good.
Never had it.
I don't know if we can get that up here.
Ice cold Pilsner lager on a sunny day. And he is Canadian in Ontario.
Nice. Thanks, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next game.
What game are we on here? How many do we got?
Who cares?
Oh, I think we've only done like 3, to be honest.
This is every friggin' get to know gamer, man. It goes on.
So back to PlayStation, guys. This is my very first light gun game, Time Crisis.
Oh, Time Crisis. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah,
I love light gun games, and it made me fall in love even more with stuff like House of the Dead. So on the original Xbox. So right. The OG Xbox only came out with 3 light gun games. That's it. They only got 3 light gun games.
I only know that one. What's the other 2? Because I like to get them.
The other 2 are Silent Scope and
Yep.
Oh my god!
Wasn't it a Silent Scope collection, like 3 games on one?
Yeah, there was 3 games, and it came out with like an actual gun,
the gun
with a scope on
rifle.
Yeah, and there's one more. Oh my god, I don't have it in my collection. I'm still looking for it, and I forget what it's called. I'll have to research it, and I'll send you guys a message on it. But there is. There's only 3, and that's why Xbox didn't make light guns, because they were like, we don't have any. We didn't make any games for it. So that's why Mad Catz was like their famous one. But I fell in love with light gun games. If I go to the arcade, I am playing like House of the Dead, or I'm playing, Time Crisis, something like that. Like they're so fun. So
now. Which Time Crisis is it that you're supposed to be able to play 2-player co-op? I got it here, and then it's like 2 little fucking screens on your CRT TV that are about this big, and you're like trying to shoot that side by side is just ridiculous.
Time Crisis 2 and 1, I guess, was in the arcade. Like you could do 2-player. I thought maybe it was just Time Crisis 2 because you were a red guy and a blue guy.
I can't remember. I got it here. I played it. And I was like, "Oh, look, it's co-op!" And I stuck it in. And I was like, "What the shit is this?"
Modan saying Elemental Gearbolt is a great light gun game, but Sky Blue says Starsky and Hutch.
There it is. There it is.
There we go.
Starsky and Hutch. Yeah. And I don't know why it's a light gun game. I don't understand. It's something to do with shooting the gun while you're driving, or I don't remember what it was. It's something silly.
Seriously, I think I got that game here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think I have.
I didn't think it was a light gun game though.
I have it on PlayStation 2, but they didn't have it. Xbox did. So
okay. Drinks and games with Josh. Is that what we're calling that stream?
Sure.
He's there too. There you go. Jen Pack Scott, what do you think of State of Decay series?
I haven't actually played one. I've seen game trailers and stuff there, but
it reminded me a lot of like Dead Island. Wasn't it kind of the same type of style as Dead Island?
Yeah, you know what Dead Island is.
Yeah.
I think it's gotten some rave reviews later in its cycle, like after some patches and stuff. So I need to give State of Decay another chance.
I probably do. I don't even think I played it because there was that time where everything was zombies. The Walking Dead was hot. Yeah. Everything was zombies, and I just got whatever. It's another zombie game.
Yeah, everybody gets burnt out from it. Like what? World War Z came out at that time, and what's the new zombie game that just came out for the PlayStation 4? What's that one called? PlayStation 4? He's on a motorcycle.
Are you talking about Days Gone?
Days Gone, yeah. And I heard
that's
Days
older
Gone
now.
Garbage.
Well, it was when it first came out because it was so fucking glitchy.
A hot mess,
but it's not bad now.
They fixed most of the issues.
Okay, well, I'll give it another shot because I remember I was like, not good.
Yeah,
you should because
they're hordes of zombies.
Oh man, it's crazy. There's a request that you should add some ice cream to that root beer because that's a root beer float.
What if I add some beer to that root beer?
That's just double beer. You're my hero. There you go.
Can you guys get down in the States? Can you get an alcoholic flavor? Flavored root beer. But can you get root beer at the liquor store?
I don't know. We have a store called 100 Root Beer Flavors, and so I've never gone in there.
Really?
I bet you can. Most of the time, there's probably something, but it's really bad. My wife's favorite candy bar is a Big Turk, and we don't have any of them in the States. I can't find them ever, even when we're next to the border, where like you would think maybe they'd cover them. They never have them. We can't find them anywhere. We have to order them special for her just to have some. So, if you guys ever find Big Turks, just grab a bag and then I'll pay for shipping, and we'll get them this way.
That's like ketchup chips. You guys don't have that either.
No, no, we're weird. And we don't have a Tim Hortons. What's that about?
I know.
What's that about?
Hey, what's that about? Huh?
What's that about? I can't even say it right in Canadian talk. I just said about again. I was like, oh, shit. Now I'm on eBay looking for Silent Scope, House of the Dead 3. That's what we do. Josh, that's what we do. Days Gone is amazing.
I'll have to, if he says it, I'll have to play it because I know he's not.
Now, we were talking, I think it was Denver Gamer that we were talking to possibly. I think we had put a post maybe on Twitter or something that we were playing it. And he's like, oh, that game was hot garbage when it came out. See, I don't know if he finished. I think it was Denver Gamer. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And we only ran into the one bad glitch, but it wasn't like game breaking. It was just irritating.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It was. There's an alcoholic root beer, 8% alcohol. Whew.
Oh, yeah. We got it up here in old Canada.
You can get root beer. They only have not your father's root beer. It's alcoholic. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You know what? I think I've actually had it and I just forgot.
Yeah. There's not your dad's root beer or your dad.
Is it
You
not
can
your
call
dad
him father or dad.
I might not be your father, but I'm your daddy.
Not your daddy's root beer. That's a different root beer. It's a different person. What's your favorite candy bar? I like this question.
Topic Jen knows.
I really
right.
Okay. Don't hate me.
No pressure.
I really like Bounty or Coconut Bar. I don't know which one you guys have, but there's
what is that? It
What
literally
is
it sounded like you just said. That's
That's what I said.
What is it? Coconut candy. It sounds like a fake. It sounds like a movie prop bullshit candy bar. Like
yeah,
it doesn't exist.
Bounty.
That's
Bounty?
toilet paper. Okay.
No.
Are you eating toilet paper? It's paper towels. Right.
Bounty bar or coconut. You can get both kinds. There's one.
It's a clump of. It's a wad of freaking coconut just wrapped in chocolate.
Is it like a mounds? Like mounds?
Kind of like a mounds. Yes.
Just bigger. Just fatter.
I don't know, cause maybe. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, but you can have because in Canada we're really experimental with naming our chocolate bars. So we made a coconut chocolate bar and we went, fuck it, it's a coconut bar. And that's what it's called. Or we have the Bounty bar because apparently somebody got chocolate all over their face. They're like, hand me that Bounty paper towel. And they're like, that's what we're gonna call this chocolate bar. And then just wipe that shit off.
I do not know why don't you have a marketing gig, Jen? What the hell's going on?
Well, really, right?
Right? I can name chocolate bars better than that. I think.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So anybody else have a favorite candy bar?
I'm not big on chocolate because it gives me the farts. But I do like a caramel bar.
Yeah, you do.
A caramel bar. Like what? Like are you like a payday? Some caramel and nuts?
No. What's it?
No, caramel.
Caramel. That's an actual chocolate bar up here. Do you guys have that?
Don't have that it's literally there? just a caramel bar. Like that's
caramel. Yeah, it's got caramel. It's just the whole secret. How do they get the caramel in the caramel bar? I'm like, it must be a Canadian thing. It's fucking delicious. Don't laugh.
Hey,
name shit so good.
What's that chocolate bar called? Oh, it's called chocolate. It's delicious.
We gotta send you a Canadian care package there.
Yeah, man, like caramel, just a caramel bar. That's it.
Those coconut shit bars there she's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know, man. I'm allergic to chocolate.
You can't send you that.
I get like a migraine. Like I get all like hot and like a headache, which is weird. But I still eat it because I'm dumb. But I would I used to like a Milky Way. Like that was like my jam. Because I like the nougat in there, like a Three Musketeers and that type of stuff. But I would say my favorite is a Crunch bar, but they stopped making them for a long time.
Yes.
So it's like you know, it like has like little rice.
We can get it up here, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
like, they were harder to find.
Yep.
Yeah, they stopped making them, I think, for like 10 years or something like that. And they just started coming out with commercials again for them. So they must be back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we could get them up here the whole time.
Crispy Crunch? Do you have this?
Isn't that the same thing as a Crunch bar?
No, not up here.
No.
What's a Crispy Crunch?
It's like thinner. It's got like a peanut buttery toffee, but it's harder in the middle and covered in chocolate, obviously.
Dude, you guys are so cultured on your candy bars. We've got like, it's so bad. It's like we've got a Snickers, we've got a Milky Way, a Three Musketeers, and like
you must have a Mr. Big.
Yes.
Oh, Henry?
Yeah.
Yes, we have that. We do have an O. Henry.
Okay.
There's a Zero bar. Do you guys have Zero?
Yes. It's just chocolate.
Yeah. And then do you have Caramello?
No, but I bet it's like our caramel bar.
No, it's like chocolate with caramel inside of it, but it breaks off into like little squares.
Yes, that's exactly a caramel bar.
See, a bunch of bullshit. It's the same bar.
I know.
What was their slogan? Because ours was, how did they get the caramel in the caramel bar?
I don't know. I don't remember what. I remember it was in the commercials. They would pop a bar off, and then as they like peeled the caramel off, like it would just get on everything.
Yes,
and it would just
exactly.
Yeah. It just get like, sticky. So
American marketing versus Canadian marketing.
Well, when I went over to Europe, everything is a Mars bar. Is it Mars bar over there?
Yeah, we have Mars bar.
Mars bar.
Yeah, we don't have anything Mars. Not at all. Not at all.
Patricia says, "Hi, your channel is awesome.
Thank you.
We think you're awesome."
Sid is freaking awesome. Their channel's badass.
Baby Ruth. We know what that is.
Baby Ruth.
Sound like a Hulk again. Hulk, what's your favorite chocolate bar? Baby Ruth.
That's Hulk on a Sunday.
That's Chunk. You guys ever seen Goonies?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen Goonies. Yes.
All right.
Man, I can have my own channel of just movies Jen has never seen.
No.
She's never seen The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid.
Wait, have you not seen Cobra Kai on Netflix?
Oh, it's awesome.
I've seen
awesome.
bits and pieces of it because I've been told I have to watch the movie first.
Okay, you do have to watch the movie first because you want to hate the bad guy and then learn to love him in the TV show.
I watched the fucker paint the fence in the first movie. That's all I need to know, right? Paint the fence.
Daniel's
wax on, wax off, Jen.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? I'm doing it.
Yeah, but do you know who Mr. Miyagi is?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
he makes you paint the fence.
Yeah, he does. He does make you paint the fence.
And do the deck and all that stuff.
You wax off the deck? Is that what it is?
See, this is how well I know him. Scott should get a sponsorship for a candy bar. It's fucking delicious.
It's fucking delicious. It's my commercial. Eat the piece of bar. It's fucking delicious.
Please,
like Talladega Nights, Big Red.
Yes.
Please, somebody send us some sort of sponsorship thing. We will do it.
Yep.
Let's do it again.
It's fucking delicious.
See, you can do it.
So many candy bar vendors watching this right now.
I know.
Be great if they also made video games and they could send us one of each. Here's your chocolate bar for your woman. And here's your video game.
I wish it was actually a commercial. Just like, have you and your wife been having trouble? Get her a delicious chocolate yummy bar. It's fucking delicious. And I'd buy it. I'd buy it on the spot.
And you're allergic to chocolate, so I mean,
and I still eat it.
They should have video games and chocolate bars packaged together, because if you buy a video game and your wife's gonna bitch about it, the bar will just say, "This will shut her up." Here, for you.
Open up the chocolate bar and there's a game inside of it. Unfortunately, it'd probably be melted. It'd be a gross game.
What?
That would be gross.
Almond Hershey bar. Hershey bar.
I'll pass on almonds, unfortunately.
I'll eat it. Reese's sticks are my jam. What if you put them in jam?
Oh, very crazy talk. Blowing her mind now.
Everybody's mind. Pixel Game Squad, what's up?
What's up?
What's going on? I'm assuming that's Riftical. What's up, Riff?
Riff, we're talking about chocolate bars.
I don't know how we got on this topic.
To the stream, the chocolate bar stream.
Yeah, we just went with it. All this beer and candy bar talk, diabetes, here we come.
My name's Walter Brindley. I got diabetes. Yep.
Yeah. Twix peanut butter is my favorite.
Oh, I just had that for the first time. It's pretty good.
A Southern fat husband selling.
All right.
Why did I want to say like hold my candy bar? I got this. I have no idea.
All right, while you're caught up, just talk about another game.
You guys play this game?
I didn't finish it, but I have played it. I know.
What?
Judge me.
Get
out
of town.
I know. It was a long time ago.
No way.
I know.
Okay, so the reason I bring that one up, so have you played this one?
I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
God,
I just got it.
Okay,
I just got it this like couple months ago. Calm down. I
Since
have a
Pixel
backlog.
Game Squad cannot do chocolate in Homer's voice, can one of you people please do it?
Well, I can.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just send us a video, Pixel Game Squad, of you doing chocolate in Homer's voice.
Okay, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid. Like, if you want to talk about building a world and story and like voice acting and like taking people on like an experience that they've never had before, Metal Gear Solid is it. So this is the very first time in my gaming like history that I had such like interactiveness. So if you guys remember on the PlayStation 1, when you're playing Metal Gear, there's a bunch of things you have to do to get past the game that's actually outside of the game. So like the very first thing is you have to communicate with a character and you don't know what the code is. You have to read it.
But it's on the back. Yes.
Yes. So
see, I knew that.
Like, yes, that's like your first experience. But then there's a battle with a character called Psycho Mantis. He takes over your character. You have to unplug your controller from port 1 and put it into port 2.
That's cool.
But you don't know that. You have to figure it out. Like you don't. It like doesn't give you great.
How in the hell would you figure that out?
I don't remember. I think eventually it like gets you there, but like it starts to like rumble your controller. Like he's like, I'm taking control of your console, and like your controller starts rumbling strange. And I just remember that was epic. It is one of the best when it comes to character development, where those characters have gone. David Hayter is the best voice actor I've ever heard in my entire life. That I'm saying it right now. I got to meet him at a couple cons, and the guy is fantastic and awesome. He also wrote. He's a screenwriter, right? He's done a bunch of scripts, and I was just reading, he did the screenplay for X-Men 2, X2, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Yeah, they came together and like built it together. So anyway, that's awesome. And then the GameCube version, it's in my personal opinion, it's a better version because it actually lets you do Metal Gear Solid 2 control scheme for Metal Gear Solid and updated all the graphics and battles and everything. So if you're going to play it, just play the GameCube version.
Play it on GameCube. Yep.
Do we have that?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
It's not a cheap game now.
No.
I think it's up to like 80 or 90 bucks. That's US. So I don't know.
That's US. So here it's 120.
I have a request. Can we just all simultaneously say, what the fuck? Because I picked up Metal Gear Solid at the local thrift complete for $2.99. Okay.
Oh.
Wait. Three.
Oh, sorry.
No. 3, 2, 1. What the fuck? Yeah. Frig.
You dirty rat.
Also, Alex is watching and saying, how far are we in?
We don't even know.
I don't even know. We started at 5. It's an hour and a half. We're at an hour and a half.
We're doing so good.
Yep.
Hey, I only got one. I only got 6 more games left. We're good. We're doing real good.
We'll be done by midnight someone's time. Gents, Pack Scott, what is your favorite Metal Gear game?
I already don't have any experience at all in the Metal Gear series.
That's what I'm going to say too.
Jen so Metal Gear hadn't played any of them.
I'm going to play one. I'm going to play it this year. I promise.
They're all good, except it starts to get a little weird. After Metal Gear Solid 4 and kind of during Metal Gear Solid 4, which is like
is 4 is 4 the one with all the friggin' cinematics that is just crazy?
Yes, 4 is oh dude, what was it? I read something somewhere. It's like 7 hours of like cinematics like through. But I would say number 1's my favorite. Close second is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So you actually play as a different character in that one.
Okay.
But you have like survival instincts in the woods. So they're really good. They're really good, man. You guys will not hate it.
I'm getting a piece of paper.
You just watch the stream back again.
Just watch the stream back again. Wait, don't you have your phone on you? Just use like a notes or something.
Yeah, Jen.
What? I didn't
It's like, I've got to go get my stone and chisel. I'll be right back.
Okay, look, see, if I put it on paper, it makes it true. Okay? I'm going to play a Tony Hawk game.
I have to buy one first.
I have to play one.
Don't you buy don't you buy the Tony Hawk with the board. You're going to be disappointed if you buy that one.
Okay, I won't. And Metal Gear on GameCube.
Yeah, Metal Gear Twin Snakes, which is the only Metal Gear on GameCube.
Okay.
Yep. And then it's actually pretty cheap to get Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. You can get them on Xbox or PS2. Do you guys have any of those ones yet?
I have it on Xbox for sure.
Okay. Okay.
They're probably on PS2.
Okay. You'll have fun with them.
Do we have that? Awesome. Yeah. There's too many games to memorize in here. I'm getting better. What the fuck for Canadian prices as well? Only thing I didn't enjoy about Canada. Damn right. That's the same thing we don't enjoy about Canada either. And the snow.
And you guys have funny money. You guys have Monopoly money.
We do have funny money. And
like there's like plastic in it, right? Like some of it's see-through with like plastic bills and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And then we go like right off the rails with ones and twos, and we're like, they're coins now.
Wait, I thought weren't they going to get rid of the loonie and only keep the toonie?
No, they got rid of our penny.
They got rid of the penny.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
There's always been talk of getting rid of the loonie, but holy crap, they're
they're thinking about it here too. They're thinking about getting rid of the penny as well. So we'll see. Mm-hmm.
Well, we just round up and round down. Apparently, you know what the government.
Oh, some way we're getting screwed. I don't know how.
We'll just keep our nickels.
Yep.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid VR Mission was the first one I picked up. Big mistake. That game is crap and turned me off of the franchise.
I've heard that a lot.
Okay, that really sucks because VR Missions is fun if you've played the first game all the way through, because then you have a love for the VR missions. But if you just played that, you're like, oh, this is it. Like it feels very like incomplete if you played that game. Okay. So I understand. Yeah.
I need to know what the Bachelor's fridge is eating tonight.
You don't go there, Jen.
This man has made a spam castle. Spam Jello.
Bam.
Oh yeah, took a sandcastle mold, liquefied spam, and
put Jello in and made a spam castle.
Just cuz.
This is his YouTube channel. It's the Bachelor's Fridge.
That's awesome.
And he eats some beetles.
I just call him. He's a cross between Fear Factor and Leonard off Big Bang Theory.
Because he looks like he could be related to Leonard.
Yeah, because he eats all this weird stuff like Fear Factor.
Yeah.
I just watched like what was it? It was like molten aluminum in like an anthill. This guy makes sculptures out of it. Yeah, like pours it down and then he sprays it all off and then flips it and sells it as like a sculpture, and it has like all the ant caverns and just freaking awesome, man.
Only wish I would have thought of it first.
It's awesome.
Backlog just got bigger when No Fun Friday was over.
Yeah, it did.
Damn right it did.
Yeah, it did.
It always does. THPS 3 or 4, 2 is great, but they worked all the mechanics out but 3.
Yeah, I would say 3. 3, you really will enjoy 3, and 3 came out on I think 3 came out on PlayStation 2 as well. So it's cheap. It's pretty cheap.
What the hell is a Southern Snow Cream?
That was what I did last
night. Yeah.
See, that's exactly where my mind went. And snow condensed milk and vanilla flavoring.
Oh man, you should have just kept it a secret. It would have been funner.
Dead ants and all?
Yeah, I you know what? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, they probably vaporize, so you probably wouldn't even see them anyway.
And James S wants to know, or say Metal Gear Legacy Collection PS3.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it to get it just because it would be like the best version of it, but it's getting expensive now. So, yeah.
Mars OG, if you haven't seen the Spam Castle, check it out on his channel. It is crazy.
I'll check it out for sure.
You have to. He eats the Spam Castle. That's the most amazing part of the entire thing.
That's awesome.
And seeing liquefied spam will instantly start your like if your plan in January was to lose weight and like eat healthy, you'll get there real fast when you watch the Spam Castle. You'll be like, I don't want to eat anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't use the yellow snow for your Southern Snow Cream.
It's like an IPA. You just have to get used to it. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Favorite Metal Gear character, Solid Snake or Big Boss?
I'm a fan of Solid Snake just because he was the first one I was introduced to. So that's me.
Exactly. I haven't played the series, so
Samesies.
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 Why wouldn't you eat it?
That I hear that every night.
And oh yeah, and pickle me Elmo. Alex had to say pickle me Elmo.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh wait, are we on to our next game? Here we go.
Game time. Game time.
Are you guys wrestling fans? You guys like wrestling?
Oh yeah.
We're like the wrestling.
Do you play No Mercy on the 64?
No, everybody tells me I have to play on the. My favorite wrestling game is on the PS2.
I would say out of all the wrestling games ever created, I think this is the best game, and it is severely dated when it comes to graphics. But
oh yeah, most N64 games are.
It doesn't matter because the 64, the gameplay on No Mercy is THQ's like claim to fame. It never got better than what they did after that. They've tried, they've added some things in there, but No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, WCW versus NWO. I'm gonna forget what it's called. There's another one that's pretty good, but yeah. So this was like classic, like Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, The Rock,
Attitude Era.
Cold, yes, all attitude stuff. So I was
awesome.
a huge wrestling fan when I was, I guess I was in my teens when things really got picked up. But I remember the 64 game was fantastic, and still to this day is very much so.
Now you said
you're getting a lot of love for that in the chat.
THQ is a developer, or
THQ? Yep.
See, I think they had their hand in the PS2 SmackDown games because I remember seeing that THQ.
Yes.
Yeah.
So THQ and Jakks Pacific kind of teamed up because Jakks Pacific was doing their toy line at the time, so they were kind of like working on models and stuff. But yes, the Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and Bring on the Pain.
Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, Here Comes the Pain. Those were like the three titles for the PlayStation 2. Just Bring It was like, it from a graphic standpoint wasn't great. It was the last time you could make naked characters though. So write that one down if you want to make naked characters.
Naked characters on what?
Big Show?
Yeah.
I want to see the Big Show.
Just Bring It was the last time you could actually, when you do your create a character, you can make whatever you want and then like put it on their body. But in the later games, they stopped you from being able to put anything on the chest or the crotch area. But in Just Bring It, you can make whatever you want. So just remember, that game's worth it because the last time you could make a create a wrestler naked, which is hilarious. So
why haven't we created a wrestler yet?
I don't know why you're so early.
Yes. So I also I would say that Shut Your Mouth was my favorite one out of that one. Bring on the Pain was okay because it had Brock Lesnar in it, but he wasn't a character you could make. His model was thrown into the game late because everybody loved him so much because he has these huge fucking traps that like you can't make in it, and you can't make him in the game. So those are great. Those are freaking awesome.
That's bullshit.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, I love this question. Hey, do you guys know what will be your first purchase when your non-buy month is over? Pierre Beliveau, where are you at? I'm wondering, like...
Pierre Beliveau is probably close to us.
You say I'm Canadian.
Yes.
I've been working on selling a lot of stuff, so I've just like building this pot up of cash that I can spend. Selling a lot of my doubles and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ham. I don't even have a game.
I
don't have anything in particular. It's gonna be something retro. Obviously, it'll be my first purchase. We'll probably hit the parlor because it's closest to us. And
I see Pac-Man just walking into his just like make it rain, bitches, make it rain.
I probably will go buy like any Switch games that I missed because I want Bowser's Fury. I want to play that. I probably will snag. It's funny. Rexer was talking to me and he's like, "Hey, let's play Mario Tennis Aces." And I'm like, "I don't have it." He's like, "What do you mean you don't have Mario Tennis Aces?"
What the hell?
I got to pick some stuff up like that.
I don't have it either.
I want to get Immortals Phoenix Rising. I've heard awesome things about that game. Apparently, people won't stop talking about it. It came out,
I know,
for all the consoles, but it was like one a lot of people for a PS5 are playing. So I don't know.
I see it a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a very Breath of the Wild kind of,
but it's also, it sucks because I'm almost hyped out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it so much. I'm like,
me too. I'm like, I've seen so much of it, seen so many reviews on it and everything. And I'm like,
all right.
But
Deadly Dave has told me, he's like, dude, it's worth it. You have to play it. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll give it.
Fine. Just like when people told me I had to play Tony Hawk. And I was like,
you have to play Tony Hawk. You have to do
it.
Alex says 100 minutes in. And oh, wait. That's the wrong one. 100 minutes to go. There we go.
100 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Rex
and then lots
here.
of wrestling. Lots of wrestling talk. Which is better? Wrestling game, 64 or PS1?
Oh, 64, 100%. The PS1 had some really weird mechanics in it. They had all the SmackDown series come out.
Yeah, they had 2 on there, didn't they?
Yeah, it wasn't SmackDown 1 and 2. I think it was both of those ones. Yep.
They didn't age well at all.
It's really bad.
Not at all.
The 4 games in America and Virtua Pro Wrestling 1 and 2 in Japan.
Oh, yeah. John Riggs was talking to me about that. He said both of those are actually really good wrestling games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
WWF No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, WCNWO Revenge, and World Tour. So many good memories.
Yeah, Revenge. Yep. Absolutely.
Pierre of Bellevaux is from Moncton.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Pierre, did we work together at Giant Tiger? Is this the right Pierre, or am I wrong? Good deals at the parlor. Yes, we love the parlor. I need to get Zelda Twilight Princess on the Wii U. That's going up in price.
Is that like taking a shot at me there? Because I put that in my previous video. One of those things I missed.
Rex wants you to know.
Oh,
100 Switch games and doesn't have tennis.
I'm sorry.
That's a hell of a lot
you
more than I got.
You better get golf when it comes out.
You son of a bitch. You better get golf.
Yeah.
Rex and I are doing his tournament of champions tomorrow, by the way. If you guys want to come in and join it, he's going to be doing some cool trivia with some people. So
what time is that at?
6 o'clock my time. Rex and I are both
10 our times. Oh, okay. We're still
so right there.
Yeah, I might, if I have to work tomorrow night, I might just be getting off at that time.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
But I'll be able to tune in. Faux show. Faux show.
Faux show. Fake IDs.
That is
McLovin.
That's my favorite movie. That's my favorite movie of all time.
Nobody has one fucking name, you idiot.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I was like almost 9 months pregnant when we went to see that at the theater.
She was about 11 months pregnant there. Holy jumpers.
And it's my favorite movie ever. I could watch that all day long.
It's so good. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jonah Hill, I don't know why, but his lines in that movie are so funny. Like, he's so good at that, man.
What's the movie he's in with Leonardo DiCaprio? Kills me that scene when they're so messed up on drugs.
The hell is it called?
Not Moneyball. Was it Moneyball?
No.
Or was it Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. Yes.
I remember the first time I seen that, I was crying. I laughed my ass off so hard.
I want to watch that again now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street is really good too.
Yes, that's awesome too. Would you go back to having a video game console built into your car like the early 2000s? If so, what would your setup be like?
Yeah, do like pimp my ride? Hells yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Honey, you're driving again today.
Opens up. Yeah, man, PS1 probably. I'd have a PS1 put in there. I think there's so many good games for the PS1.
I
don't have a huge collection there because I got into collecting late, and those PS1 games are freaking expensive now.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I'm showing you guys, that's from my childhood. So I'm lucky that I had them before, because now what I showed you was probably, I think each one of those games are almost $100 now just to.
Oh yeah.
They are.
They're over 100 up here in Canada.
Crazy to collect.
Yep. PS1 error. I literally got my PS1 the year before the PS2, like literally probably 6 months before the PS2 came out, and then she bought me a PS2 for Christmas, and then forgot about that.
That's what happened to me with the 64. Like for Christmas, I got 64 and a Super Nintendo the same year, and so what am I going to play? I'm going to play the Super Nintendo. It's a whole story. Like my mom was messing with us. Like she bought it, but I was there, right? Because moms got to take your kid everywhere. And so when she came across the Nintendo 64, I saw it and she was like, so she bought it and then told me a story that she sold it to the guy behind her because he really needed it. And so, and so I remember I'm like crying in the bedroom, holding it. Like, can you just please let me look at it one more time? I mean, she was like, I'm going to tell it. And then Christmas Day happens, and I open up a Super Nintendo, which I was stoked about. That's what I wanted because I'd never had when I was a Genesis kid. And then they're like, we got one more present for you. Handed it to me. It was a 64. I'm like, what? I thought you sold it. She's like, no, fuck that guy. That's his problem.
I love your mom.
Yeah. She was so good. She was dirty, man. She got him good. Like it was funny. Like that's the best way that I could have been surprised. So that's like she just wanted me to be surprised for it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a spoiled kid. It's not like I got 2 consoles every damn Christmas. That was just that 1 year. She was like, I have to. I have to. Like, yeah. So I didn't play my Super. It was plugged in, but why? I'm gonna play Mario 64 and Mario Kart and all of this stuff over it. So yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. How often do you guys buy games that are remastered for a newer system that you already own on an older system?
It
really depends on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's, for example, coming out in March, there's Legend of Mana coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
yes.
And I want a copy of that for my PS4. But then there's also Stubbs Zombie or Stubbs the Zombie Rebel Without a Pulse. Yeah. I'm happy with my Xbox version of it. I don't care. There's not enough to the game to me, to really care enough. I've already played it.
Did they do extra content for that or anything?
I don't know. Maybe there's going to be something.
Yeah. Why hasn't Pac-Man watched Bill and Ted's 3 yet?
That's a point in contention with me and Loco. Okay, we'll talk about it later. So I was furloughed from work during like the COVID crap. And so Loco and I are talking on a stream. He's like, dude, there's this character in there and you have to see him. It's somebody that reminds me of you and like watch it so we can talk about it. I'm like, no problem. I'll watch it next week. And then every stream after that was like, no problem. I'll watch it next week. Okay. I'm almost there. No problem. And now he's like, I'm afraid to ask, have you watched Bill and Ted yet? And I'm like, let's go
next week.
I feel bad because I love Bill and Ted, the first and the second one, so I need to watch it, but I just haven't been able to squeeze it in. There's too much shit. The backlog is just too much, to get through. So I have to literally set aside time on my damn calendar to watch Bill and Ted at this point.
Bill and Ted. Yes.
I think the second Bill and Ted, The Bogus Adventure, was my favorite.
I love that.
Death is fantastic.
Death is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing they're playing games against Death was awesome.
Yeah, dude, 2 out of 3. Okay, how about 3 out of 5?
I love Death. I love that. See, I had never seen the first one growing up. I only seen the second one, and I was like, what? There's a Bill and Ted's one. Not really, but you know what I mean.
You mean they had an excellent adventure? I thought they only had bogus ones.
Yeah, and they're both good, but two has really memorable moments in it for sure.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, what's your favorite Pac-Man game?
You got this.
You got this.
So, to be honest, I really
don't like Pac-Man at all.
Well, what's funny is a lot of people are like, he must love Pac-Man, and I'm like, the 4-player Pac-Man, the arcade. Have you guys played that one?
No.
It's like
probably.
Maybe back in the day, but
it's called Pac-Man Versus. And it's like 4 players sitting on a cabinet, right? There's like beer coasters and stuff on. It's awesome. The whole thing's set up.
It sounds like I'd enjoy it.
Yeah. So you're playing it and each person has their own Pac-Man. And if you hit each other, you bounce off one of another. And if you get a fruit, then you can eat the other Pac-Man and the ghosts. And it's basically winner take all, and that's the best Pac-Man game ever created. That's my opinion. It's
That
sounds good.
sounds so much fun.
Yeah, I would say if there's an arcade that I could pick up, it would be that 4-player Pac-Man, because people would come over and really enjoy it. Like they would love throwing down on that one. So
wonder if I have a version of that on
Maybe.
my Pandora's box. I know it's not 4-player, but
yeah, it might be. I don't know how you would play that many unless it would allow for 4 controllers, like USB.
It does.
or something.
It does, yeah.
Cool.
yeah, but yes, USB, but it also allows you to connect 2 of them together.
Oh, okay, nice, awesome.
So then you'd have 4 sticks.
That's awesome.
Pat, Bachelor's Fridge is going to do Pimp My Tub, and he's going to play Wii in the bathtub.
Don't want to hear what you're going to play with in the bathtub.
Don't drop it in. Might be a toaster situation. One game I bought, again, remasters, was Sleeping Dogs. Such an amazing game.
Oh yeah, I never actually played Sleeping Dogs, other than I want to say maybe like the first 10 minutes, but I don't remember it at all. I know there's a big difference between like remake and remaster. So like remaster,
Yeah.
upgrade the graphics. Sometimes I'm like, what's the point? I mean, yeah, it's nice, it's pretty, whatever. But when it's a full remake and it's like kind of a new take on it, then I get excited to like buy the game again. So
yeah, I get that for sure.
Now, like say the Legend of Mana, for example, there I'm excited because I can put it on a newer console, have my wireless controllers, have that more modern feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because you're going to get the conveniences of modern gaming with it now. So I understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did you guys watch the Retro Wars documentary on CBS All Access? No.
Is that new?
Yeah.
I know there's a documentary that they're working on right now with a bunch of retro game collectors too. So I don't know if it's the same one. I know Riff was talking about it on like their latest one for Pixel Game Squad. He was saying that they were part of it. So I'm kind of interested in that
nice.
one. So
that's super cool.
CBS All Access, just one of those, another streaming service, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Pac-Man Arcade 4-player auctions for around $6,000.
You have to sell all the games, buddy.
You can
buy that.
Your YouTube money. Yeah, all $600 of it. All right.
Yep.
Pac-Man, I don't know if you were watching there when Jen told everybody what we made as far as dollars value from YouTube.
No, I didn't.
No,
see that.
only in the month.
It's so perfect.
In the month of January, we made to the penny $69.
Oh, I think the best I've done in a single month was like $150 or something like that. But it's really
awesome.
Yeah.
But it's really bad. Like it's not great. Like so many views to get anything.
You're not retiring. Yeah.
If people don't click on the ad, like if they skip it, you don't get that money.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. So they actually have to. You get paid more for watching ads through on those creators. So if you really like a creator, just let the ad play. You don't have to watch it, but just let it play.
Normally do.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah.
And the guys I don't know, fuck them. I don't care.
High Score on Netflix is a good watch.
Oh, I love that. I watched it. It was great. It was great.
Other than probably seen it. What?
Yeah, we saw it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't think of it.
It talks about like a lot of people that did like the competition, like the Nintendo competition.
Yeah, we saw that.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Sure, we did.
Sure. Wait. There are some good gaming documentaries on Amazon Prime.
Oh, we got that.
We do have that.
Try that.
Okay. Wait, I'm almost caught up in chat.
All right.
Let's do another game.
Okay. All right. Almost dropped it. Have you guys played Burnout?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I have played it. And I've seen Gaming Off the Grid play a lot of it lately.
Yeah, dude.
We felt like we played it.
Westicle and Bob Your Knob, those guys play Burnout, and they play the Wii NES remix. Pretty much every other stream is like their favorite ones.
Well, they did play NHL Hits there.
Oh, that's right, they did, and they did like
cool.
they actually did a really cool like leading up to the Super Bowl. They were like throwing down on some matches and stuff, which is always fun. But yes, so Burnout, it was the first, everything was racing, right? It was arcade racing game. Your goal was just to be number one. This is the first game that your goal was to like beat the shit out of your car, like destroy everybody. There's these really cool segments in the game where your job is to create as much havoc as possible. So you basically like you throw your car into traffic, and then you can move after your car blows up and gets thrown in the air, wherever it goes. You actually can control it after the fact and like move your car to hit other things. And I remember just to like raise yourself up to get past the levels, like certain point average or destruction cost average, I would play it all night long. It was the first time I ever hooked up a projector and like played like, you know, Burnout like on the big screen. There's a lot of people that love Burnout Paradise because it's been like remade and remastered like a bunch of different times. I do not like that game. I very much would rather play Burnout 3 or Burnout Revenge. Those two are fantastic. Those are both worth it to be in the collection for sure.
My biggest concern with playing a Burnout game is this. I played Watch Dogs and spent a lot of time just driving around hitting people or whatever. But then my family wanted pizza, and I paused my game and went to get pizza, and I swear I was behind the wheel going, I must go faster. And like it fucks with your mind. You're like, no, wait, you're not in the game right now. Like, I'd be worried. I'd try to jump my car and like get more points and shit.
Well, don't tell the what is it, MPAA or whoever it is that want to rate games, because they say kids and violence is associated.
Adults and violence.
Like, Jen's like, no. But yeah, same thing with like Grand Theft Auto, right? Wouldn't you love to just hit an old lady on the street and take her money? But we can't do that. But no, with Burnout, it just feels like so much more arcadey, but Burnout is awesome. It's still to this day a really, really good game.
Still holds up really well.
It holds up, and there's not a lot of games, honestly, that hold up. Like when you go back, I would say maybe 20% of games, 15% of games, you can actually replay and enjoy it again.
Now,
archaic.
I haven't played. I really used to love Need for Speed Underground. I haven't played it in a long time though. I'm kind of worried about going back and then and be like, it doesn't hold up there. So I haven't played it in like, how long has it been? 15 years? Like it's probably been that long.
Because wasn't it close to like a launch title for the Xbox when it came out?
I don't know. I played on PS2. So
okay, yeah, it might have been. There was also another one. Most Wanted came out twice. Yeah. They like did like a remake.
Okay,
I think of Most Wanted. It was like this sexy girl comes up to your car and like there's like the FMVs of her talking to you in the very first one, and it's like overdone. She's like super glamored, like Snapchat filtered. It's really terrible. And then in the new one, I think they like cut that type of crap out of it. So I'm not sure which one's the better title, but there's some people that just love those Need for Speed series. I played Rivals. Did you play Rivals?
I probably tried it, but I can't picture it. Like the one I always go back to is Underground because I loved it.
Yeah, there's one Rivals. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can you be the cop in all of them?
See, now when you say the cop, I feel like I
would want to be a dirty cop.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because I think Rivals.
Dirty cop.
It was either Rivals or it was something else. But you could either be on like the street race side or you could be part of the police force, and you had to take them down. And that was actually a really cool version of the series. So I like that one.
Jordan Peters wants to know, on average, how many hours do you actually get to relax and game, having other obligations, job, family, etc. My etceteras get in the way all the time.
Yeah, well, let's go around the table here. Pac, we'll let you go first there.
Okay, so it's one reason why I started streaming, because it gave me an opportunity to actually play video games and be part of the community, because it's really hard to do it. So Retro Rick, have you guys watched any of Retro Rick stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He spends every single waking moment looking for deals and going and buying games and doing his YouTube channel. It does not give him time to play video games
to enjoy. Yeah.
So he literally is like, I don't know how to play video games anymore because I'm just spending my entire time buying, searching, hunting. YouTube content. Yeah, the thrill of the hunt. And so funny enough, this no purchase February has actually been cool if you want to give a positive side, because I've spent throwing stuff in that I normally wouldn't have gotten to. But I would say on average, I am able to play 4 or 5 hours a week, maybe. And that's like kind of throwing stuff in there. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
You want to go? I'll guarantee you what she gets for game time will blow your mind.
So if I'm not working through the weeknight, because Scott works 2 to 10.
Yeah, she has 2 jobs. She has her regular job that
I have 3 jobs. I have my regular job.
Have you guys seen In Living Color? Please tell me you've seen In Living Color.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I don't remember much.
No, I don't.
Okay, do you remember the Jamaican family? Oh, maybe. It was so good. They just one up each other. I got 15 job, man, and he's like, I wash the cars, I do the dishes, it's really funny. But like, I don't even know how you do the 3 jobs is nuts. That's nuts. It's
challenging. But I do play a fair amount of games because I get off work at 4:30. If I don't have to work that night, the plan is eat, work out, play game. Sometimes some of that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But I always play the game. So on average, I would say I play 2 to probably, let's say a conservative 2 hours a night.
Okay, so 14 hours a week? Or wait, weekend, do you play the whole time?
I don't play as much on the weekend. We'll coach co-op sometimes.
It depends, yeah. Like some weekends we can sit there and play something together for 8 hours, but then like today just got away from us and we didn't have a chance to do anything. So
I would say conservatively 10.
Yeah.
I'm kind of SOL with the new baby, right? Like I can't just be like, hey, honey, I'm going to go play a game. Good luck with him. Like I can't, like that's not.
We're lucky because ours is almost, heading towards 14 years old. So
make yourself a sandwich, boy. I'm doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now myself, when it comes to gaming, if I don't get up early enough in the morning, I don't have time to game.
No.
Because I work at 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night. And if I can't game after work because I'll be up all fucking night mostly.
Right.
Do you have that issue? If you game too late, then you can't go to bed?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say, well, I mean, it depends, like not with the kids now, but like with the daughter and she's actually asleep. Yes, I would have the same problem. Because I'm like, well, I got to get up soon anyway. So I might as well just power through it. There's no such thing as powering through at my age now. Like I'm just dog shit all day. Like I can't I can't pull all-nighters anymore. So yeah, absolutely.
No. The entertainment you guys provide is priceless.
That's true. That's true.
Rexer's saying, how come I can't super chat yet? This is a super chat.
I don't know what that even is. Jen's in charge of that.
Oh, I think you guys on your stream or on your YouTube, what is it, customization or whatever on your page, I think you have to choose whether you want super chat allowed or super stickers or.
I don't even know what that is.
So you guys got it when you hit 1,000 subs.
Okay.
It gives you an opportunity to do memberships, stickers, or super chats. So I think it's something you have to. I think you have to enable it, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, if you are Bill and Ted's, what number are we thinking of?
69, dude.
These are so far behind. It was called Console Wars. It came out recently. See?
Oh, so that was it?
I think so.
What I was thinking of? Okay, I'll check it out.
I don't know.
Yeah. They also play wrestling games near pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's talking
what that
about
is. Oh, that's a that.
Yeah.
That's a that. Haha, Jen, real life versus GTA. In my life. I seem like a very mild-mannered person, but you get me in a car in traffic, I'm the baddest bitch on the road.
I would say if Jen walked up, like just in normal day, I'd be like, "Oh, hello, librarian. How are you doing?" Like, and then right, you're lucky. You're lucky. I can't do that. They're just like, that guy's gonna kill me in a dark alley.
Yeah, I know the feeling,
right?
Nobody checks my receipt when I leave Walmart.
Oh my god, I nearly get mugged there when I come out there. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I bought toothpaste. I'm gonna need to see the receipt for that cold.
To be fair, you're bald-headed and you wear a metal militia hat. So
It's fucking cold in Canada, man.
Funny you said that. Look at that. So I actually still have this. I don't know if you guys can see it.
What's that? A condom?
No, it's a condom. It's a condom. It's so Metal Jesus back in the day, he actually gave away coins to certain fans.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
And so it was like the Metal Militia, and I wasn't part of it. I won it at a retro game shop that he was doing some fun thing at. So it's funny that you said Metal Militia because that was his thing. It makes me. I'm like, I was OG Metal Jesus before he was popular. Okay, I knew it was going on.
Good thing she was not playing GTA before getting pizza.
Yeah, right.
Give me that pizza. Fuck you.
You wouldn't pay for that pizza.
No, I would not. I wish the arcade at Crystal Palace was still around. I know.
Yeah.
Is that a local one for you guys?
It was an amusement park.
Yeah, it was like an indoor amusement park there. It wasn't huge, but it was it was a big deal.
They closed it down and made a Bass Pro.
Which closed down, I think.
No, not Bass Pro.
Still going?
Yeah, that one's fine.
Right,
Scott, mental note. Jen, dirty cop. That's where we at.
Dirty or naughty?
I think it's the same thing. Jen, Pack, Scott, have you played Hulk Hogan in GTA 5 with the PC mod?
No, that sounds fantastic, though.
That sounds awesome, brother.
Yeah. Listen, brother.
Good night, guys. It's been fun.
Good night,
Thanks,
DD.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out, sir.
Yeah. So are you going to make every other month? No, but fuck no.
No, this is a one and done.
I couldn't even read the rest of that statement.
No,
maybe
again next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do it in February every year because it's the best month to do it in. Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
The shortest month.
It's the shortest month.
And to be honest, a lot of great stuff came out this month, so it's not like we missed out on a ton of stuff. But
yeah, I missed out on some retro stuff there.
Oh yeah, we missed out on like new releases as much.
Yeah,
that first quarter's pretty slow.
The COVID lockdown here in England has given me a lot more time to play games when I'm not working from home. That's the best thing about COVID.
Yeah, but over in England, they had 2 lockdowns. They had like the first one, and then they had their second virus wave, and they had to shut it all down again.
I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Davis Deadly, how do you turn on Super Chat? Do you rub up against it? What's the deal here?
You have to turn it on.
I had to
turn it on.
Oh my God, there's a joke in there somewhere.
Turn it on.
I'm just happy I got there first. It's the monetization section. The Star Wars game was sick. I decided to say it the way I wanted it.
There's a million of them.
Pick one.
What was the newest one? The redheaded boy from
yes. Wow.
What
I
is
can't
it?
think of it either.
I know.
In the chat, guys.
It's just sealed.
The name of the show
is.
He was on.
Do
you even know Shameless? Yeah, he was on Shameless.
And he was the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah. He was pretty good at it.
He was a good Joker.
Pretty damn good.
He was he was creepy.
Davis Deadly said it's the Fallen Order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Davis, you're supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, you said good night, liar.
We said good night to you.
I said good night, sir. I said good day.
Good day.
Okay, right.
Let's do another game.
Okay, so Jen, you might know this one. Did you play this recently?
She hasn't.
I haven't played God of War. Fuck my life.
Okay, so God of War and so this is the OG, right? The very first one that came out, and then the newest one. From that entire spectrum, in my personal opinion, there is not a bad God of War game. There's just ones that aren't as good as the greatest. Does that make sense?
It's like an evolution.
Oh my God. When I played, I'm really into like mythology, Greek, Roman. And so when that first game came out and like your whole job is to go kill the God of War. Like that's the story. Like you're going to kill Ares because he effed you up and you kill your family and you want revenge. Like that's the storyline. And the way that they built Kratos as a character through all of these years is probably the best rendition of like this vengeful, badass character that takes down these crazy titans. The epic battles are in there. The platforming is fantastic. He uses these weapons called the Chains of Olympus, which are the coolest weapons ever. But then God of War 2 upped the ante. God of War 3 was even better. And then God of War 4, which is just self-titled God of War, they changed up the dynamic and made it a different type of game. The first one is just a third-person action. And then this one is more of like a third-person held camera behind your character. And it's all like Nordic mythology. So it's every game. If you don't have all of those games in your collection, you need them. You need to get them. The God of War.
Them all.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I'm playing number 3 right now. I'm playing the remaster.
So good.
Yeah,
that first one, when you first fight Poseidon and he's like that crab horse thing out of the water, you're like, oh shit, like this game is crazy. And it just
over the top.
And then when you beat I don't know how far you are. Have you already
I'm
beat
only
it?
No, I'm only about 4 hours into it. So
I don't want to say anything, but like the end of it, it gets brutal.
Yeah.
It gets brutal.
Well, Dennis was telling me like, yeah, man, you gotta play it. You gotta play that one.
Yeah.
See the fourth one, I played about 8 hours of it, and I stopped playing it, and I haven't picked it up since.
Oh, you mean like the new one, like the newest
one? Yes, the new one. Yeah,
it's so good. It feels long. And
you know what pissed me off, and I know it's something stupid, but right before that game, I played through Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and I did everything I could do with Spider-Man. I loved it.
So good.
Loved it. And then when I went into God of War, I thought it was, it's really good and the fighting's really good and everything. But what pissed me off, and I know it's so small of a thing, but when you open up those chests, you have to cut all the vines, and it's like a fucking puzzle. Every fucking time I got to figure out how to boomerang that fucking axe. I got so irritated one day. I'm like, another one of those fucking things. I put it away, and I haven't touched it since. But it was just not in the right frame of mind. I think I got to go back to it again.
Yeah,
I think if you go back to it, you'll have a different experience. And if you continue going, you get to upgrade powers that make those easier. So like, I bet. You will. But you're right. I can understand that being just annoying. I hate that stuff happened in Batman. Did you guys play Arkham Knight?
I played. Which one is it? The first one? Is that that's not Knight?
No. Arkham Knight on the
Asylum.
PS4.
I played Asylum.
Asylum.
No. Arkham Knight on the PS4. You had to play as the Batmobile tank. And
I played it and I quit when I got stuck on one of those Riddler fucking things there. Driving. Pissed me off.
Yeah, there's that game. I would say Arkham Knight had most of those same, like, the puzzles are annoying, like things are frustrating, and you just don't want to play anymore. So I can feel you on the God of War stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny that you brought up Batman, because I was going to talk about Arkham City as like my favorite Batman game, mainly just because this one opened the city up more, because in the first one, you're just in the asylum. Yeah. And so in the second one, you actually get to be in the city and you get to fly around. Well, you glide with style, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to fly around as Batman. And there's so many cool characters in it. It's such a like enriching environment for Batman. And if you love Spider-Man, it's basically the same exact game. Like,
everybody says that. Yeah.
So I think that those are both worth it. The Batman series, by far, fantastic. And I love Batman. I just love Batman as a character. And
I think Batman is awesome because of the villains. You can't get a better villain than the Joker. Like,
the
Joker's awesome. Sadistic.
Spider-Man and Batman, I feel like rival each other with like their rogue villains. Like when it comes to like the whole cast of characters, almost if they could ever do a crossover where it's just like the villains from Spider-Man and the villains from Batman fight or something, would be so cool. It would be so
that would be very cool.
That would be awesome. But yeah, those are that series for God of War you have to play, and then play through the whole Arkham series. Origins is probably the most forgettable one, but it's still okay. So it's still probably like 8 out of 10 when the others are like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So,
okay.
90s with GSD says, any live gameplay for a future stream? I don't feel like we do it well. We were talking about that before.
It has to be. See, I had this discussion with Dennis the other night,
but we love yours when we get to stay up late enough to catch it. We love yours, but we don't feel like we do.
I think I have to play more of an arcadey style, just something fun.
Yeah.
Like I had wrote it on the board.
This is funny because you know how you feel like your phone listens to everything you're saying. You're like, "Fuck, bitch!
Yeah,
I know said that."
Yeah.
Well, we wrote NHL hits 2002 on the board. We're like, we should do that for live
That'll be a
stream.
live stream because
And
that's
then
an easy
Gaming Off
playing
the
game.
Grid did it.
And then they did one there. I'm like, what the fuck? There, they got a mic in
We're listening.
there.
That's awesome. Yeah, you have to. It has to be the right type of game because
yeah,
it does.
I feel like RPGs are they're a little too slow of a grind for you to play on someone because you want to interact, but it also you want something with replayability and something that's fast paced that you can handle at the same time you're communicating. So that's why I feel like NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis have the best games for that. You could just throw it in, play, Separation Anxiety or Maximum Carnage, and just shoot the shit while you're talking to people. So
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it can't be a too involved game.
No,
it just has to be a fun.
I think for us to, we want to do more of them. I think it'll be more of a 3-person thing where we get Dennis over too.
Yeah,
that way it's easier for somebody to man the chat, and then we can do like a co-op game at the same time.
Yeah,
might help.
Once Disney buys DC Comics, then we will get all those great crossovers. And Jason Hartley says, "What's up, guys? Love both your channels. Thank you so much, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's awesome." Okay, we feel like we're pumping at the game.
Yeah, we did 2 games last time.
I got 2. I got 2 left. Okay, so here we go. Did you guys ever play Devil May Cry?
Oh my god, that is an amazing game.
So good. This OG one, when I first played it, the first time that you can uppercut a son of a bitch zombie and then shoot him in the air, I was like, I was like, this game is the coolest fucking game I've ever seen in my life. Like I remember just being like. And like the music, right? That just like these cool rock soundtracks. Dante's this wisecracking asshole. Like it's so good. And like the series, number 2 is a little forgettable, but 3 is hard as hell. And then they started getting nuts on 4 and 5. 3's really, really hard.
I don't think I only played the first 2. I've never played past that. I don't even own number 5.
Number 5 is, I know a lot of people really love that game, but the story with Dante was like 1, 2, 3, and then they started jumping things around and adding characters in 4 and 5, which you're just kind of like, okay, they introduced people, but number 5 has some really cool set pieces to it. I think you would really like number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loco really said those are the best streams where there's an interaction. Pac-Man does that really well, and we agree. You do it really well.
Now
it's not easy.
Before you get into more comments here, I want to talk more about Devil May Cry.
Wait, Jason just wants to know where you're at. Where you at, Pac?
Oh, I live in Swahili.
Swahili?
Yeah, right there.
I'm Washington.
So
we make good apples.
The first time I played Devil May Cry, me and a friend rented a game. I know Phil had told me which game we had rented. And the demo disc was included with that game of Devil May Cry. Yeah. And that's how we played it. And we're like, what in the hell is this? This is amazing. And then the next weekend we got Devil May Cry. It was freaking awesome. Now, did you know Devil May Cry turns 20 this year?
No, but that means we should do a review on our channels.
Yeah.
I told Jen. Write it down. I already told you there should be wrote somewhere else. I told Jen I wanted her because I've played it, and then I played it just a couple years ago again there, and it has not aged well there. It's not bad, but graphically,
the first one.
Yeah.
Yes, no, it definitely feels very early PS2. Yeah.
So I want her to play it and then give her thoughts on it.
Yeah,
like back then, it was amazing back then.
There is an HD remake on the PS3. Which does look a little better, but it's not great.
I think we might have it.
Okay.
See, that's a collection, isn't it?
Us as gamers, we just don't know. We're like, maybe it's in the collection. I don't know anymore.
Well, we have an app on the phone, but holy shit.
Yeah. What are you guys using for your app now?
What is it? Are you using more than I do?
One second.
Are you using Collectors CLR, whatever? I use Game Eye. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know. I don't even. You know what? I can't tell you how many times I bought 2 games because we'll get there. She'll check the phone and say, nope, you don't have it. And we'll get home, and then she'll scan the barcodes. Oh,
And
you
it's
already got
there?
it.
Oh, what's the point of the app? What's going on?
I know.
there?
I know.
No, I use Game Eye mainly because I do everything on my phone. I know there's a lot of people they use I forget what it's called. It's like collectors something, but it's more of a PC based one. But it's fun just because I can go and like if I go to convention, I don't buy doubles. I can actually check on the collect, make sure that I don't have it. So
because you have over 3,500 games,
it's 3,500 games now. That doesn't count my digital titles, and it doesn't count my it doesn't count the games that I'm looking to resell. So I actually probably have more like 5,000, but
oh shit, son.
yeah, but stuff that's in the collection, I want it to be in the collection. So the other ones I just like, it's probably just so that I can get other things I want in the collection. So
yeah,
and it doesn't count my doubles. Like I have, right? I've got like 5 of one thing that I know I'm just going to sell down the road or whatever. So
yeah.
Wait, that's the thing we don't really have. We don't have any doubles.
Did you ever figure out the app?
Sorted apps, video games.
Anyway,
what?
That sounds
what is
generic
that?
as old fuck there.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for shit.
It sounds like it was cheap.
Okay, all right. Do you have
It's
your
a free
phone
app.
on you right now? Get your phone on you right now and just download Game Eye. GAMEYE. GAMEYE. Game Eye. You'll never go back. It's the best.
Okay.
You can also scan barcodes with it. I don't know if you can do that with yours.
We can do
We
that
can
with
do
ours.
that with this,
Okay,
but that means I got to start over and scan everything.
Yeah. But you can also you can do voice command if you want. So you just like hold the phone and just be like God Hand and Super Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And you can take a picture of the cover and it'll recognize it.
Can I just say Game Eye? Can I say, bitch, know all my games and have it just do it that way?
No,
That
just
would
pay
be
somebody to come in,
awesome.
but then they'll steal your shit.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, right.
Pierre wants to know, what are each of your favorite gaming channels? Oh, that is tough.
We're gonna be
feel
here.
like,
Yeah.
I feel like we have like a group of people that
That's the thing.
I feel like I watch everybody's stuff just because we're all kind of growing in the same area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird. I don't follow the super big channels really closely. I don't know why. I'm not like, oh, I got to watch so-and-so. I more or less champion the people that are like not always smaller channels, but we, believe it or not, we had no idea about Pixel Game Squad. I don't know if the algorithm is different in Canada.
We heard about it through Gaming Off the Grid.
No, because so the history on
is
Pixel
that weird?
Game Squad is so Riff Gang, like those guys, Ricky and Riff, they actually used to have a show called Retro Liberty back in the day, and that one built a pretty good. I don't know how many they had, but they had a pretty damn good. They were like OG gaming community, right? It was like Retro Liberty. It was like NES Punk, like Pat. Do you guys know Pat the NES Punk?
No,
does that sound familiar? Okay.
No,
and then there was and then there was Angry Video Game Nerd, which a lot of people know.
Yeah,
Angry Video.
everybody knows it.
So like that whole phase or whatever was kind of like what I would say like is like Gen 1 of like the retro video game community. And then you had the second gen, which would be like Metal Jesus, John Riggs, Radical Reggie, like that whole crew. You had a couple other people jump on during that time. And then now I say you're in like Gen 3, which to be honest is like our channels. So like these smaller gaming channels that have like grown, and that's where I've put myself too. Like I pretty much just follow a lot of the gaming community that's a little bit more tight knit. I think once you get larger, I just don't feel like you have as much connection with people anymore. So
it's so hard.
We noticed just over the last couple live streams here, like our chat has become, Jen likes to make sure that everybody gets noticed and respond to them. But I said, Jen, we're not even at 2,000 subs. What are you going to do when we're like Gaming Off the Grid with 8,000 subs?
Oh my God, I don't even know.
Quadruple the people watching.
It legit bothers me not to
up.
respond to every comment, to not genuinely engage, because I feel like there was a time when, that was like, oh my God, we got a comment on a video. Say what? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I want to still comment to everybody, but at what point does it become so much that you can't keep up?
I think that we're, to be honest, we're really close to that spot where we have to sacrifice something. And that sucks because if people ever send me like a direct message, I'll always respond every single time. People come to my Instagram and write what they want to write because they know I might not see it like somewhere down the line, because people are still commenting on a video I did a year and a half ago. And I'll miss it.
I know, right?
Like I have to go into YouTube and I have to filter it to comments I have not responded to yet, and then that's how I find the ones. And sometimes it's been 6 months and I feel terrible for these people that like asked me a question. But you know, you do the best that you can. I think a lot of people they understand, especially if I watch like Radical Reggie's channel. His chat's just going nuts. Like he can't.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
And so I talked to him about it. I'm like, how do you do? And he's like, I don't, man. He's like, if I catch it, awesome. If not, ask it again, and maybe I'll catch it again. So, but
it's so hard.
Yeah, I do. I know that some people use moderators or whatever that can keep an eye on the chat a little harder, and then pop it up to get like what Jen's doing now. Yeah. If it goes like 4 times as large or 4 times as many comments, she wouldn't be able to interact with the camera at that point. You need somebody off the side popping them up, and then you can just see the main ones, right?
And
not
you guys
people having conversations.
You guys haven't gotten to a point where you got trolls just being dicks in your chat yet either, right?
Not yet.
So,
no,
not yet.
We will now, thanks.
Because I know Gaming Off the Grid have some tools now that they're dealing with.
Yeah,
and I know Wes gets heated when that stuff happens, but these people, man, like sometimes they just come in there just to stir up shit. So
they love that though. Like the fact that it riles them up, that they love that. They'll just keep doing it.
If you don't respond to it, they'll go on to another channel and just do something else. Like it doesn't matter. So
if I'm gonna respond back to that shit, I'm gonna one up you like intelligence wise and really fuck with you. That's my
the best person ever is Retro Rick. You guys should, if you guys ever get a chance, just check out one of his videos that's polarized.
I watch Retro Rick.
Right? Yeah. So go to his comments that's polarizing. When he comments back, his stuff is spot on. Like these people get torn up by him. It's really funny. Some of his best stuff is like, oh man, thanks so much for letting me know. What's your YouTube channel? I'd love to watch it. Let me know how I can improve. Right. You know, just like it's some of the best stuff out there.
Yeah. And that's the best way to do it.
You have to. I'm somebody, I will just ignore it. I'll just delete the comment and move on. Like it's not worth my time to even acknowledge the people. I'd rather just talk to my community and spend my energy there.
That's the best way to do it.
People that enjoy you know, the content and
drama free since '93. You know, I'm not about that life. Guys, was there more? I didn't. Oh, I missed some.
I gotta read this. It's hilarious. Have to go. The wife thinks I'm cheating on her with y'all. Wish she would get into games. Love both channels. And Scott, let me know how much you're charging to ship some of that homebrew down here. And then a few people were asking about Brutal Legends.
Brutal Legends.
Yeah, Greg.
That's great.
And
holy smokes, how far are you behind?
I know. So guys, a friend and I want to start a YouTube channel. Any good starting tips?
Yes.
Depending on the what's the topic? What's your channel about?
I don't even think that's as important as the energy you bring to the channel. Yeah, sure. If you have amazing energy, you have a good mic, and you have a half decent video,
audio is more important than video.
Watch. Yes, audio is always more important. But you have to bring that energy. You have to.
I think it doesn't matter what the content is. You have to be consistent. So if you're going to do it weekly, do it on the same day, release your video. Don't make it too long and winded. Nobody wants to watch a half an hour of you saying ums and ahs all day long.
Exactly.
And then last but not least is make sure that you are commenting in your community. If people write you something, write them back. Like engage, because they will also be your best advocates to let you know what they like and don't like about the channel. There'll be some people that are like, hey, I really love that. Like you could ask them, be honest and be like, hey, I know you've watched a couple of my videos. Like, what do you guys think? I think it's really good. But whenever you're talking about a game, sometimes you talk about it for like 15 minutes when you could give it 3 minutes and still get the same thing. So, and just do it. Just film stuff. Retro Rick gave me the best advice ever. He said, like, you don't have any content, film what you're doing that day. You'll have content. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Film. You're like, oh man, I think I have to organize my games because they're not alphabetical or whatever. He's like, film it. Film like, 20 minutes of yourself looking up some games and organizing them, whatever, then chat about it, throw up a video. He's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Just film it. That way you have content all the time. So
it's crazy. Some of our better videos were just off the cuff, nothing we planned on really doing, and just kind of happened sporadically. Yeah. And what I think you need to know on the editing side is, even if you love it, it may not be relevant to have the whole like I've had videos that are like so long that I'm like, even if it's something we love, maybe it's not, we don't need the whole thing. So I cut it down.
Yeah,
you need
people's
to keep
attention spans are pretty short nowadays. So
actually, they did a poll on it, and most people have an attention span of 7 minutes before they start to drift off. So right now, YouTube actually changed their algorithm because of it. It used to be 10-minute videos for monetization, and now it's 8 minutes because they know most people will click off and move to the next thing. And creators were getting sick of making longer videos that didn't matter. So
exactly.
So now 8 minutes is like the goal for a YouTube video. So you see a lot of 8-minute videos now that people are doing for sure.
That is why.
Yep. Yeah. That's why. So just make it.
Yeah, pump out the content and edit it down to what is really good and network.
Like,
and be
for
patient.
Us for gaming. Yeah.
Yes. It's not going to happen overnight.
A lot of people want to blow up. They're like, I've been doing this for 4 months and only have like 8 subscribers or whatever. It's like, dude, be patient. You have to be constant.
You have to.
And everybody's journey is different. Like if you compare yourself to someone else, you're going to just get depressed and frustrated with your channel. So that's my recommendations. Did we answer the question of YouTubers we actually watch?
No, we didn't. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
No,
whoops.
I'll just go out. I can't name everybody, but I will name off the ones that I will watch religiously. Like every time they put a video out, I will watch them. You're one of them.
Yep.
Gaming Off the Grid.
Yep.
You Gaming Off the Grid. Retro Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Lightsaber Samurais on my go-to list all the time.
It's funny. He is way too humble. He doesn't realize how good he is. And
he doesn't.
I think so. Yeah.
Like his production quality is the shit. He'll send me messages like, your production quality is so good, man. I want to get there someday. I'm like, you're there. I don't know what
you're there, man. Yeah.
It looks great. So
you just gotta wait for something to catch fire. And it's hard to say what that will be, but it'll be something that you won't even realize. We have a Pandora's Box video that has like over 30,000 views.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that video at all. I didn't want to do it because I just didn't feel like we were there yet. I was like, I need to play it a little bit more, Scott. But we did it and it blew up. So you just don't know. But he's got amazing. Oh my God, his bokeh in the background, that nice blurred background he's got going. He knows what he's doing.
On point, man. That guy has researched his lenses, his lighting. He knows it's awesome. Everybody that's listening, go sub to Lightsaber Samurai, man.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I watch Captain Algebra stuff. I almost never catch him live because it's later.
I miss it,
but I always watch it the next morning.
Yeah, but I have a laundry list of people I watch.
Waves and Games too. Yeah, he does his on his lunch hour, I think.
I miss it when I'm at work because I was at work watching it finally.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
There's a lot of people like I miss it. All of a sudden I catch it and it's like, oh, you did that 2 hours ago. Damn it! Like I can't jump on.
It's hard to catch everyone.
And the problem is you want to support everybody, but like we don't have enough time in the day to probably watch more than 10 YouTube channels regularly before you're how do I catch up? I know Jen was just saying, she's like, my backlog is so much for people that to like catch up on.
It's insane.
And I feel bad because I want to support everybody out there, but I'm just like, and YouTube sucks. I don't know what happened, but I don't get notifications for all of the ones I subscribe to. So sometimes
I was just saying that, not that just maybe today or yesterday. I was like, I thought for sure I was subbed to them. How come I'm not getting all the notifications?
It's really
because I started going through my subscription going, okay, I got to try to catch up at least on everybody's last video. And then I was sitting there going, holy shit, so-and-so must have put out a video. Why didn't I watch it?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I would have to go to the channel, and it made me feel really bad because I don't want anybody thinking that I don't care about them based on their subscriber count. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers. If you're important to me, or if I want, you know what I mean? Not even important to me. I want to support you.
Sure,
it's just
absolutely.
hard.
Absolutely.
It's just hard to support.
You know who I
everybody
used to watch a lot, but I think he's finished on YouTube? The Last Gamer. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. So do
Aussie
you guys?
guy
Yeah, you guys hear what happened to him?
with his arcades.
with the lightning
they all-
strike and everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
his arcades, they all blew up. They literally his entire bread and butter of what he does, all blew up.
Gone.
So he started making like story mode videos that just talked about his history of gaming, and I don't know if they didn't have the same spark. Unfortunately,
I got tired of them. I watched them all
It
to
wasn't
support
the
him
same,
because I felt bad for the crap that happened to him in his collection and everything. But at the last video it had to be around Christmas time there, so we're looking at over a month or more.
I'm wondering if
I felt like there was one more that was going to be done, but it sounded like he was coming to a finale there, but I never did see that last video.
He's slowing it down. I think
it's been months.
Yeah, his name's Joel, Australian guy, right?
Yeah.
So I actually really enjoyed him because he's so passionate about the video games, like they talked about. He reminds me a lot of Happy Console Gamer, where he's just so happy about what he's playing and what he's into.
That's another one that we watched because he's a Canadian boy. I got to support him.
Yeah, I absolutely love him
too. Canadian boy, we love him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I watch a lot more filmmakers than I do YouTubers. Like Peter McKinnon, I'll watch his stuff all the time. He is one of the most amazing filmmakers. You guys ever watch Casey Neistat stuff?
No.
Okay, so Casey Neistat's a vlogger, and he made a commitment that he was going to make a movie every single day. Like that's what he does. He makes a video and vlog every single day about his life, whether it's he used to live in New York and then he moved to LA. But it basically was like his life and like what he was doing on the daily. And it was some of the most interesting stuff. And it was just him living his day-to-day life. Nice. I find that stuff way more entertaining. I love video games, but I do it and I'm in it all the time. Right. So, but I mean, I'll catch your guys' stuff. I'll catch Gaming Off the Grid stuff. My original, you would say YouTube crew, was Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, Chill Scissors, Kamikaze E-Kun, Ms. Croft, and Steve Craig Retro Gamers.
We never knew about Chill Scissors until we found them for ourselves.
I know I'm subbed to Chill Scissors, but I haven't seen a video for a while, so I'm thinking my notifications aren't working.
No, I just talked to Matt about it. He didn't make one for 3 months. So
okay, that's what's going on.
Nice.
I was like, I haven't seen a video in a while.
Yeah, Matt didn't make one for 3 months. And it's really funny story, man. Like, so you guys know this, but so Matt and I are friends, but then we were both for YouTuber of the Month, and it was like,
yes,
yeah. And it divided our group. Like some people were like, okay, I have to vote for Pacmancase. I have to vote for Chill Scissors. And I was just like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, how do I just dog out? Because I would rather want him to win than take it. You know what I mean? And
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we got to the point I won, and I was just like, I feel like I did my bro wrong. You know what I mean? By winning that one. Yeah. But yeah, so I started off with their stuff. And then funny enough is I said a comment about having pack rats. And Jen sent a message, and she was just like, why don't you have a girl pack? Or she said, like, why don't you have a lady in your pack rat crew? And that's the first time I got introduced to you guys. I remember that comment to this day. And then I was like, oh, that's right. And then you guys sent me a message about doing the YouTuber of the Month thing. So that was really cool. That was really cool.
You know what's crazy? Scott's been watching you guys a lot longer than we probably even had
a YouTube channel.
I even know.
I've been watching your channel, not from the beginning, but very close.
And I'm like, why aren't you commenting?
I know.
It's me crazy.
I'm bad at commenting. Even today, I watched your video and I didn't comment, but I gave her comment a thumb down. The friends, not your video. Comment down.
I'm thinking that we're missing all the chat, but thank you guys.
I'm sorry.
I'm chatting so much. This is awesome.
So it was really, it's been fun. Yeah, there was somebody just brought up like Alpha Mago Sin. So there was like this group of guys. It was like RGT 85, Wood Hawker, like from the beat 'em ups. If you guys have seen his stuff before, he's also
85. I used to watch him a lot, and then now I don't. I don't watch it because it just was switch. Everything was switched.
So RGT 85 and Wood both realized if they jumped on the Switch train, they could grow their channels. And unfortunately, I didn't find that interesting though. But most of their, you guys have probably looked at your analytics. Most of the people that watch me are like 25 to 35 or 35 to 45 years old. Like for Wood and RGT, like they're hitting the 15-year-olds to the like 25-year-olds. So like the YouTube like kids are like switch. They jumped on that hype train. And unfortunately, it was just something I like to learn about that, but I don't want it to be every episode that I watch is all.
I don't have that much of a passion for Switch myself.
It's hard. And it's hard to jump on one train and just kind of go with it. You have if that's what if you feel confident enough to do
they're
it.
probably making a living at it now, I would assume.
Oh yeah. No, Wood, I think Wood and Sean, RGT 85, it's crazy though, because even with 1 million subscribers, like let's say you get to 1 million, you're probably making 70,000 a year. Like that might be it, and that's not, you're not buying a yacht, right? You're not like, you just have a normal job, but at that point, YouTube's your job and maybe not
Marcus said we need a refill.
By the way, Retro Electors just came out. That's another channel I watch. His production.
Oh, I watch Retro. Yeah, I watch him. He's big on the Dreamcast, so
Mike. I think he's going for a whole set, if I'm not mistaken.
And he's in Toronto, correct?
I think
Toronto.
He is Canadian.
I watch him. My Dreamcast. I only have 3 games for it right now.
Your Dreamcast?
Yes, I was lucky enough to find a console before. I had a console for months before I even found a game. It's that hard to find games around here. And of course, Parlor Pawn had 5 Dreamcast games today. Today.
That sucks.
Oh man, and one was Evil Dead. There, I wanted that one. And then it was.
I found that I've never found a Dreamcast game out in the wild except for like some sports titles, but I rarely find them anywhere. I have to get them on like Facebook Marketplace or
we have to now.
Kijiji, which is our Craigslist and stuff. Yeah.
It's still even that it's hard up here.
Yeah, our Kijiji
it's really hard.
We have to go Facebook Marketplace because Kijiji just doesn't do it.
Kijiji is now it's like for the old folks.
It's a lot of like
junk there. Instead of having yard sales, they have
60-year-olds
sales.
selling their knitting cozies or something.
I just read it said a teenager say if you part your hair on the left or right and you wear skinny jeans, you're considered old now. And I'm like, you sons of
I don't even have hair.
What side's my part?
Yeah, yours is on your right side, Jen. I'm sorry. Skinny jeans.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're like, what are you over there using Facebook? You using Instagram now, you old man?
Yeah.
Right now, TikTok is where it's at. So I don't know if you guys know.
I saw Retro or Rexer said that he's moving to TikTok and 60-second videos. The
YouTube gaming scene has changed. Riff just did a video on it, but it really is. There's a lot of channels that are doing more finding games and reselling them than like playing them.
I noticed that too.
Enjoying the games, and the problem is the audience likes to watch the thrill of the hunt right now. So if you want to build your channel, go film yourself picking stuff up. My 7-day thrift store hunt was the fastest video I got to 1,000 that I'd ever done. Just like people watching, that stuff, and I had no idea. I'm just like,
and you know what? I enjoy it too.
Right. You like to see the thrill of the hunt. But what's the problem is this happened for me for pickup videos. So right when I first started YouTube, it was really popular to do pickup videos. Just show people what you bought and talk about it. But it started to like slowly not get as many views. And I've
got a wild animal behind you there.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, Oakley, what are you doing? He's probably gonna fart. That smell like burnt rubber in there, man. Oh, hi,
But you
Papa.
said he's got a wild animal behind him. I'm like, a kid.
So anyway, I actually have moved away from like just simple collection videos unless it's something interesting, because I found myself getting bored by it, and that means I knew my audience was going to get bored by it, and it's just going to be a shift,
oversaturated at that point.
But a lot of people have been doing so they go to TikTok, go get 20,000 followers by doing some dumb TikTok stuff, and then porting them over to YouTube. So basically they're just like, go do something dumb, and then you get you get a bunch of kids that are like, what's going on? And then
I gotta go to TikTok and do a stupid fucking Fortnite dance. This is where it's at now.
You gotta do dumb TikTok challenges, and then all the kids will be like, you're super cool. And then you'll be like, yeah, I am. I have a YouTube channel. They're like, where is it? And then boom.
It's on YouTube.
You'll get 15,000. But right now, kids are probably like, YouTube? That's for old people.
What do cool kids say nowadays? So when I do my TikTok video, I could just be like, OMG, JK. And I know that was like 20 years ago, but what do I say now?
3 years ago, it was like, things are fire. So it's not on fire. Things are fire.
It's fire.
Yeah, that's fire. Or
kids are just getting lazier and lazier. They just,
if you look good,
say less and less.
You're on fleek.
You're on fleek, or things are sick.
Yes. Well, sick was early.
That's too old.
First.
But I still want to say it.
Coming back around,
Andy.
you can't say that's boss anymore. People will be like, "Get out of here! You can't say that. Like that's so boss." I remember.
And
that
I can't go, what's that? Because nobody knows.
Kids will look at you, but if you have another like 30 to 40-year-old in the same room, they'll look at you and be like, "Why?" So anyway, it's funny how YouTube has changed like over the years, and it will. There'll be some other new trend in a couple years. And right now, I'm just gonna stay steady, man. I want to talk about games. I want to talk about like the fun things that I have in the game room. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, move on and go do something else.
We're kind of the same way. We're just about having fun. Like what we do with this Get to Know Gamer.
Yeah.
We literally did this last weekend with Dennis. Dennis came over and we literally sat at the bar. We had drinks. We talked about games and we fucking laughed. And that's all we did.
Yeah.
And we didn't film it, although we should have. Every time
we...
That's how we catch Dennis saying stupid shit like dishwasher. Like, poor French Canadian Dennis can't say dishwasher to save his life. You get him a couple beer in, he's like a dishwasher. It becomes an entire thing.
That's awesome. What is all this young jargon?
I can say it because I'm wearing
because I got my skinny jeans.
Oh, for God's sakes. I need to do, we're going to, somebody said something about a ride along in Moncton doing thrifting.
Oh, yes.
We can't do 7 days because that shit would kill us. We can't.
I just did it because I was furloughed from work and I was like, okay, I've got every day off. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to hate it. I'm going to hate getting up every day and filming every single time. I'm going to be so awkward walking through a Value Village or like holding my phone or whatever. But I did it and it actually turned out really good. But I'm like, that's so much work. It's so much
work.
A
lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
For the same reason, I love review videos. I love to do them, but I friggin' hate them at the same time because
a ton of work.
You got to write a script. You got to play the game. You got to look at all the information online. You can. You
got to play the game before you write the script.
Well, you do. It's kind of...
They might not know in this day and age. Yeah.
No, but we want to do we're going to do a 1 day, and we're going to try to hit every single thrift store within our region and see what we can come up with. I don't know if I'm going to go VCRs like.
The gaming off the grid and stuff like that. We're not going to resell stuff.
Do that.
Yeah, that's hard. You have to know the market really well to do that.
I don't know the market on that stuff. Yeah,
that's the problem.
Even like, I didn't even know some stuff. Like I was watching one of Rick's videos and like I didn't realize that Dance Central 4 is expensive now. And like just all of these things that you have to know. Like I definitely have learned though on DVDs, like what DVDs are like going to flip really well. So that's kind of nice. And it helps build the collection in general, but it's so hard. Like I hate having to stand there and like look up the price on something too. I don't, and reselling sucks because people online buying stuff from you, sometimes you have a good experience, but sometimes you just get a lot of like garbage dealing with it. So
yeah.
And the fees. Oh my God, eBay fees and Amazon fees and
it's crazy. Greg, you're right. The thrill of the hunt videos are killing the cheap finds. They are.
There's
no more cheap finds anymore. Everybody knows what they got.
It's because we all have phones.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. We're all cyborgs now.
Yeah.
And Retrolector says we're all in the same age demographic. So he's sitting at home with his side part wearing his skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans.
No, he doesn't have a side part. He's got no hair.
Yeah.
Mike, you wearing skinny jeans right now? You got to tell us.
You wearing skinny jeans? You got to tell us. Yeah. You could just keep looking at like you did in the Alive Madness Returns video. Hot damn.
Oh, look at that. You know, I actually think about this all the time. So this is no offense to Jen at all, but female YouTubers that are into gaming, their channels 100%. Blow the F up. Like
we talked about this last weekend with Dennis.
Yeah.
And we had quite the drunken top, you know, like there was lots of talk there. He's like, because we did two separate videos that were basically, we call them like drunken rants.
Yeah.
You know, and one was we talked about NHL hits, and then the other one was we talked about Tomb Raider, the remake, the PS4, right? So on the thumbnail of NHL hits, we have all three of us, Jen and Dennis. And then on Tomb Raider, we have Jen and then a picture of the chick of Tomb Raider.
Right.
Well, that one had twice the views as the other one. So.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That kills me. Like, it bothers me because I keep saying, we need to take more pictures of you to put on the thumbnail. And he's like, no, thumbnails are
look at me. I don't want to look at me.
So this is what's crazy. Sexism's not dead. It is what it is. But most of the audience of YouTube is male. And if they're going to see a thumbnail with a beautiful woman, they're more likely to click on that than Scott and I's faces. Like, just like, click on this. Like, you know, like.
I like games.
Play games with me. I feel like I need to bait and switch. I'll just put like a supermodel on the picture. And then when they watch the video, like, who's this fat redheaded son of a bitch? What am I watching right now? But then I'll get the clicks. But I think it's funny, but it sucks because it takes away from the girls that really are into gaming. Because then it's like.
That is very true.
Oh, yeah.
That is very true. We, at the same time, and I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
We all put a game room tour video out at the same time.
Yeah.
There was another channel that we noticed that put out a game room tour video at the same time. The chick is on the cover in just a teddy. See-through teddy with a thong.
Yeah.
I don't know if she played a damn game. Like there was I don't even know if they talked about games, but I went halfway through the video and there she is doing like ass out, like photo shoot. And I'm like, what does this have to do with your video games? Like, I don't get it.
I would never watch anything like that.
When my wife's in the room.
It's like, you know, it's going to get clicks. They're just like, whatever. I mean, I tell my wife, I'm like, can I put you in the thumbnail? She's like, absolutely not. And I was like, damn it. I know I did. Yeah, but it does suck because there's some really, really cool women in this gaming community, and they do get screwed.
They're hard to find, though.
Shitty stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they're hard to find because, you know, if you're not half naked, then you're not getting the traction, right?
Yeah. Like if you just like games and you like to wear sweatshirts, then it's like not cool enough. Like I think it's really dumb, but it's
just not who I like. Fuck, I hang around with guys all the time.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm just one of the guys, I'm not. Here, I don't relate to it, but to each their own. If you can actually play a game, that's all I really care about. If you can play a game, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you can't be half naked on your thumbnail and be like, I've never played a game in my life. Like, then you're not a fucking gamer. Like, get the fuck, go do something else.
But the problem is those channels will get to 100,000 subs before anything, and you're like,
absolutely,
monetizing, sons of bitches.
Well,
but whatever.
That was my argument with Jen because we took pictures, like not half naked pictures or whatever, but all our thumbnails. If you notice, Yeah, no. If you've noticed since about Christmas time, since the new year started,
it's more Jen.
most of the thumbnails are Jen.
Yeah.
And my argument is Jen, she does all the editing on the videos, and I feel like she does pretty damn good editing, and
sure, absolutely
makes me look like not an idiot. So she must be doing something right.
Makes me look like not an idiot.
You're never going to get acknowledged if you can't entice somebody to actually click on it.
Well, here's the crazy thing. Most people, and this is where it's shitty, Jen, is most people probably think that Scott does everything. I bet most people think that Scott does the editing and he has the ideas and it's his game room and you're just part of the show. And so I think it's cool to blow them away the other way. Like, that's awesome. So
you know what I find funny?
Nobody knows I'm the one in everybody's chat.
Every time you say Retro Rivals in a chat on a live stream, it's her. Absolutely, every time.
Well, and Jen told me, she's like, yeah, Scott doesn't jump, but he doesn't say anything. He doesn't jump on these.
I will watch. I actually
Trader's going to look for that video now with the lingerie model on the front.
Yeah, I actually jumped on Gaming Off the Grid when they were playing NHL Hits under my own YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So it just says my name, you know.
Awesome.
Like, hey,
and
Scott.
then they're going through the comments. Hey, Bubba. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, Scott. And then just kept going there. I'm like, they didn't know who the fuck I was.
Yeah, I know that now because I know Scott will comment on my stuff on his own. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, okay, that's actually Scott now. But if it's Retro Rivals, I'll know it's Jen for the most part. Yeah.
But I think people are kind of surprised that it's me because, like I said, I hang out with all guys all the time. Yeah. I'm more one of the guys. So I'm just as crass as the guys sometimes. And they're like,
so there was, I don't remember, but I think it was one time Gaming Off the Grid. They were playing.
I was talking to Joe Wallace.
They were playing the Burnout, one of the Burnout games there. They did a few of them.
Yeah.
But Jen was in the chat, and I swear I was because I was watching them on my account on my own tablet. Yeah. And I can tell the look on their face is like, I don't know if that's Jen or Scott, and I'm not sure how to respond because she's getting kind of nasty there.
That's awesome.
She started a comment there. Somebody said something about moist, and then she got real crude, and I'm like, that's her.
That's definitely Jen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you guys done a thumbnail of the exact same video and changed it?
Oh, we should.
So
I did with the game room. I started out with a completely different thumbnail and changed it.
Yeah,
so I know much better.
That way you can know like what works and what doesn't. I know. So I was talking to Rick when he was working on a couple other thumbnails, and he's like, I'll change it or I'll rename it if it's not doing well. And I'm like,
that's a smart idea.
That's a good idea.
Because I mean, it depends, man. Like if you write Nintendo in anything, they'll do better 100% of the time. You can even just do an Xbox video, call it Nintendo.
Nintendo. Xbox. Yeah, Nintendo isn't.
I'm just gonna put up a thumbnail. This video is not about Nintendo.
Yeah.
I get so excited after I finish a video. I'm like, oh, I'm all done. And then I'll be like, shit, I got to do a thumbnail. That takes just as long as editing the video. Yeah.
Yes.
It does, yeah.
Yes. Rector Lecter saying the same thing. Thumbnails are a huge problem. They are. Yeah. It's almost, I have found our thumbnail kind of like groove at this point, and I feel like I know what I'm doing, but it took a good year and a half to get there.
Yeah.
At least you're there. I'm not there. I even had people that watch my channel all the time. They're like, dude, I love your stuff. Just be more consistent with your thumbnails. And I'm like, oh, I'm just trying new things. They're like, no, it's like, don't try new things. No one cares. Just have it be you, your stupid face, and then like whatever you're doing on the right.
Whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Over and over and over again. That way we know it's yours when it pops into our notifications and it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it sucks because I'm a creative person. So I want to do new and fun things. So it's kind of, I'm in a rock and a hard place there for sure. For sure.
You know what I found with thumbnails? And this was after I watched a podcast Retro Wolf had, I think his name was Justin.
It was, he was involved with the Angry Video Game Nerd, the whole Cinemassacre thing.
Okay. Yeah.
He said,
so he had a lot of experience.
He said, take 5 words that you could say to somebody on an elevator. I think he said, like if you were like walking out really fast, and put those 5 words on your thumbnail. Don't make a
thumbnail or the title.
The title, I think.
Oh, well, I think he said on the thumbnail. Don't go too descriptive on a thumbnail. Yeah. Make it very clean and just get the point across with like the least amount of words possible. Because obviously you need that big enough to read.
Yeah.
And I try not to make the background too busy now. And if I'm wearing a pink shirt, I'm not going to put like a green thumbnail. You know what I mean? Like I try to color code it, or if it's an Xbox related video, I go green.
Sure.
I try to trick people's mind to like, oh, that's an Xbox video because it's green. Because people like if it's relatable back to what they think it should be.
I wonder if we could do an experiment and take the exact same video with two. Is it even possible? Can you release the same video twice on the same day? Or just two different thumbnails. We'll make it an experiment.
Yeah.
And we'll have me on the thumbnail. And then we'll have Jen on the thumbnail. And then we'll do a separate video just on the what are the differences in views and why men suck.
Yeah. You could totally upload the same video twice with a different thumbnail and a different title, and make sure that you debut them at the exact same time and just see which one gets clicked on. To be honest, a lot of your audience, including mine, are too smart. They're gonna be like, guys, what the F? You just put two of the same videos up with different thumbnails. What's going on?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, but it would be funny. It would be a really fun test to see.
Would.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Marcus Bolt loved the Kegerator. You guys got to check out if you haven't seen Pac-Man's. That like.
I don't have a kegerator. I don't have a kegerator.
Talking about the game room.
What video was that? Chick asking for a friend. Sure, Jay. Sure. I don't know what it was called. Look up Game Room Tour. She's on the front in a teddy, just like hanging over the side of a whatever.
Just a computer desk?
I know. I'll get some heat from this because
Wicked something gaming or
fans of, but Destiny FOMO was like the start of some of that stuff too. There's a gamer girl. Her name's Destiny FOMO, and she would do like she called it try on hauls. She's in front of her games, but she's just trying on lingerie, and like it's really funny, but it worked. To be honest, if it's her doing it and it's not somebody else pulling the strings, she's incredibly intelligent because she knows what's going to get clicks. So it's like,
But these women that do that are. They're like, I have an amazing body. I'm going to use it to my advantage. Like, good on you. I can't. It's just not who I am. Like, I'm just, no. I know.
100,000, Jen, if you did it, 100,000 subs 1 year, you'd be good. Scott, just like, bring it in, babe. Bring in the dough.
We're going to do the same experiment with an alternate YouTube channel where Scott just walks around in a Speedo.
Dude, I sub to it. First sub.
First sub. Then to get another chunk of views on the Madness Returns video, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Can you link that video here with the chicken? I just got her 10,000 more subscribers.
I
couldn't get you 30 today.
Didn't you? She showed me. Well, actually, a friend of hers, Patrick, over in Sweden, there because they were talking, and he said, "Well, since you mentioned that, he sent her a video."
Oh, Bella's toy chest.
Bella's toy chest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that the video? Is that the one?
Well,
because I've seen her stuff before, but it's very much just like
It's not a game.
No, it's not gaming, right?
It's toys.
This was toys. Yeah.
Like actual toys or like toys?
No, just battery powered retro toys.
Woo.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but on one of them, she was just wearing a McDonald's apron. She's like, I got this vintage apron. It's $10. Don't worry, guys. I'm actually wearing a thong.
Yeah, she's wearing nothing under this fucking apron. I'm like, she's fucking naked under that.
No, you're gonna be like, I don't know what she just said. I don't have no idea what was just said.
Yeah. What am I watching? I don't know. Dennis said to us, he's like, I will watch somebody walk to the mailbox in like a thong. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, and you know what's gonna get clicks. Like if there literally was a video that just like had to go to my mailbox in the cold and it's just like a girl in a bikini, that shit's gonna get clicks. It's gonna get
100%.
And it's stupid. Yep. It's stupid stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. First time my comment's been called out on a live. Appreciate y'all and watch every video. Much love from Tampa. We'll call out everybody in a live. We love this shit.
Yeah, Jen likes to drag it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're on 3 hours. You guys are probably.
I know. We're gonna have to. It's like past Pac-Man's bedtime. Can you imagine what it's like here?
And please no clickbait titles. We
Please
never
don't.
do.
Nope. I think
No.
both of our channels, like, we'll joke about it, but that's not us. That's not.
No. I'm gonna do my next thumbnail. It's gonna be like, "Oops, my robe fell down," and I'll be in like a Harry Potter robe or something. Like, I played a Harry Potter game. Is a Harry Potter a game? I've never watched a movie.
Oh, he's got a million of them.
I don't know. Dividing your thumbnails into thirds is a big part. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's just
yeah.
a photography thing in general too.
I would love to get my thumbnails to a point where I don't do any text on the thumbnail whatsoever and just have it be the title, but I'm not big enough to do that yet. Like I feel
based on facial expressions?
Yeah, or just like making the focal point be either the product, the review, or whatever, and not
that
having
would be awesome.
I just really like that aesthetic. So
yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah.
It's very clean. Personal artwork rather than designed intended to yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yep, Scott is 100% correct on that. Yep, we need to let that go sometimes, but it's hard.
Under two girls, one cup.
Don't go see it. Don't go see it. Don't do it.
I'm proud to say I've never seen it. Only because it was it was described to me, and I was like, no, I got a weak stomach.
Yep. There's also one called One Girl, One Picture. Don't ever watch that one either. It got worse. It got worse.
Oh my God.
How is it worth it drinking a cup of...
It's not a cup. It's a pitcher.
Okay.
I remember I was in college when someone showed me that for the first time, and I was move on. Next comment.
Yeah.
Jay Blaze found the video.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you. See you back in 2 minutes.
Oh, for show. I like it though.
For show. I mean, she doesn't like pull any punches. She's like, I know what I'm doing, and like I'm into gaming, and I'm gonna be sexy, and this is me, and whatever, and it works for her channel. But it's just it's interesting.
But she's off screen going, guys, can you tell me about games? And they were like, oh, bitch, pose. And she's like,
oh, bitch, pose.
You're supposed to be posing right now. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not supposed to. You don't have a speaking role in this video.
No, you don't have a speaking role.
You have a posing role in this video.
You showed me a game room tour.
We're cracking Jason.
And like
though, so
literally,
I feel good about it.
I don't know. It wasn't that far into the video. It was just a girl on an air mattress.
That was the video.
Was that the video?
That was the video.
Okay, now I'm in the loop here. Now I know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, that one? Oh, I didn't save that one. Oops, that one's in my bookmarks.
Yeah, let me write it down for later for Scott.
Thank you.
Write down that
You're
one.
such a great wife.
Just send me the link there in Messenger or something.
I'm so good like that. She actually knows her games, Nintendo only, really.
Yeah, no, that's what
there you go.
No, there's a couple people that I've talked to, and they're like, she does know her stuff, but she also knows like what she's doing. Like
she knows how to make.
She's selling
trying
her
to make a
body.
living.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't actually know if she went full time, but I bet she could, and where she's at now.
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, Jen, we gotta let him go.
Do we have one more game?
Oh,
shoot. Are you done?
I do, but that's it. And they need to just go quick. Yeah. Do you guys play Left 4 Dead?
I played a little bit of it. I never finished it. Jen wants to play a lot of it.
Oh, you got it.
I have to. Good. This is the best story for me describing me as a gamer, a non-gamer before this YouTube channel started.
Yeah.
We were playing 4-player Left 4 Dead.
Was it that?
I'm pretty sure it was that.
Can't remember.
Yeah. Anyways, this is me. This is my character.
In the corner, in the dark.
Like,
yeah.
I had no clue what I was doing.
Like, Jim, where are you? I don't
know. That's how my wife was too. But she likes that game because it has aim assist on it. So you can just kind of shoot and still hit a zombie even if you miss it.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. So I have to play it again. But the reason I haven't was because I'm like, I don't want to ruin that fun memory of me like hanging out in a corner, not knowing what I'm doing with 3 other people that have and one of them was a girl that was a great gamer, but I just was like
They came out with number 1 and number 2, and then now there's a spiritual successor called Back 4 Blood that comes out this year sometime, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So it's one of my favorite games, man. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 are so good. So good.
I got a big list.
There you guys, dude. You guys just went through my gaming heritage. That's what I love. That's what. And I have to say, I actually, you'll notice there's not a single like mainstream Mario third-party game in there, and there's not any RPGs.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
I am in the same boat as you. And what is that?
I remember you saying that in a recent video that you're not big into the RPGs.
No.
I'm not an RPG guy. In fact, I'm gonna make a video why I don't like RPGs, because a lot of people try to convince me that I'm gonna love RPGs, or they're just kind of like, you just got to give it a chance or whatever. And there's just, I've tried probably like 50 times to just get into an RPG someone suggested, and I never finish it. I play like maybe a couple hours and I find myself bored. I don't like to grind. I'm not so
I don't like turn-based RPGs at all. I will play a little bit of the action RPG style.
Yeah.
And for a while I said, I haven't played through an RPG, but then I had a friend say, well, you played through Parasite Eve, and that would be considered an RPG. And I go like, I do the same thing. I'm like, well, it's more survival horror, really.
Right. It felt, I mean, yes,
it's got RPG aspects there.
Yeah, because it's the mechanics of actually like moving around the character. But I think an action RPG I might be able to get through. But like when it's turn-based, Japanese,
I don't like turn-based.
It's not my style. And so people love it.
Jen sent me a link to a video. It's a smaller channel, and he was I don't know if it was 5 unpopular gaming things or topics.
Easygoing gaming.
Easygoing gaming.
Okay.
Yeah. My unpopular opinion of it, and that was one of them. There, I do not like RPGs. I'm not a big like Nintendo, like Super Mario fan.
Like first
party Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
And
I agreed with almost everything.
I actually do like some of the Mario stuff, but I'm not super fanboy about any of that stuff. So
me neither. There are games that I enjoy, but I am not like hardcore on anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's always interesting. Like I definitely walk the line. People are like, you don't have an RPG in your top 10. I'm like, I absolutely do not. You are correct. I don't have one.
You saw that right.
Yes,
I keep telling people recommend one that I'll like that is not turn-based because I'll give it a try.
Jay Blaze says the lady with the game room, sweet game room though. Me walking into that game room and Chick standing between me and Killer Instinct. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Like I read it like it was supposed to be read.
There you go.
It's like when someone waves at you and it's like you see them on the other side and you like go up to approach them, but they were waving at the person behind you and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's not me.
It wasn't me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, fill them beers up.
I know.
What about? I can't pronounce it.
Sodokin.
Thank you.
Yep.
I know the name, but I can't picture the game.
Yeah, it's renowned as one of the better RPGs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay Blaze agrees. Too old for RPGs now.
Not enough time. Took me 4 months to beat Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, that's the problem. The grind. Like when someone's like, I'm like, how long is that game going to take me to beat? 80 to 100 hours. I will pass. Thank you so much.
I'm out. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. I'm in the same boat. If it gets up over 30 hours there, I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, love the friend shirt. Pivot.
So you're both wrong.
You have a third nipple.
Punisher.
Jen, what? I don't know what that's in reference to.
I don't know.
WandaVision this week. No, I didn't. We have to watch it.
Yeah, you could. If you guys give it a chance, it's going to be really weird if you ever get to it. It starts off as like a sitcom, and like
I know,
50s,
like
and a lot of people were like, what in the world
fuck?
Is this? I can't. It's boring. It's not great. And then it's like little bits of information keep happening, and finally the series like kind of takes off around episode 4 or 5.
Okay.
So,
see, if you know that going in, then you can kind of like, okay, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. That's good to know, though. I would like to watch it. I'm always up for like a good show because there's so few and far between now.
I know.
Yeah, get Disney.
They're running out of ideas, though.
Well, that's why they've remade all these games too.
And movies,
RPGs
games,
are way too
shows,
involved.
they're
I
remaking
agree.
everything.
Game shows are all being remade.
Exactly. Yeah.
Guys, we're in good company because a lot of people are saying RPGs are too grindy for them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
have that
we're
time.
old. Is that why we're just old and we're not teenagers in our like parents' house anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it must be.
All right, we're caught up. We're all
Oh
done.
my goodness! Good job.
We're done. We're done. You can escape from the. Yes.
No
Wait.
way.
Jumpins.
I know this was a long time. Oh, what?
Is bedtime routine over yet, though?
For
your kitties.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wife put him to bed.
Oh, then you're good to go. Because
no.
if you said it's 15 more minutes before my kids go to bed, then I'd be like, we could talk for 15 more minutes. We'll get you like.
I'm good. I'm here. Kids went to bed at 7 on my time, so they've been to sleep an hour and a half.
Nice.
I'm here for you guys, but I mean, I know 3 hours is a long time, so if you guys need to take it, whatever.
Our kid is only going to bed when we get off the live stream because that's what he said.
Sorry, I think we all cut.
Do you guys like have like a Q&A from your chat? Like any questions for them?
You know what? This will be the first time. Why don't we do it? Let's give the next 5 minutes to the chat for Q&A.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we're going to call her quits because my son always stays up until we're finished.
Okay, got it.
And so he's going to be typing in questions there. Yeah, what do you think of this?
We shouldn't have told him. Shouldn't have told him the time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Q&A. What's on your minds? What do you want to ask?
What else is left?
I don't know.
We hit a lot tonight. I'm not.
We did. This was a pop and chat again. It's all like I swear to God, these get to know gamers are the best because we just talk games.
It's casual. It's fun. It's just reminiscing and then just talking about fun. You know, anything, fond memories of games and.
Well, and also, I don't know about you guys, but it's really strict here with COVID. Like, we can't have people over. Like, so I've had this game for like a year and a half, and I haven't been able to have any of my friends like really.
I know.
Like, hang out.
Yeah,
so that's why I changed my game. I used to have like 3 TVs, and we like LAN partied and stuff like on it, and I changed it. I pulled them out because I don't use them right now. So
yeah. See, it's. I would say it's fairly strict here compared to how many COVID cases we actually have active, which is almost none.
Yeah.
But in the red phase, we weren't allowed to have anybody. In the orange phase, which we're in now, we could have 10 people, but they have to be the 10 same people. And if they're your 10 people, that you have to be their 10 people.
Everybody has to be in a 10-person bubble.
Got it.
So we're luckily that Dennis
is one of our 10
our bubble, so he came over last weekend.
Yeah.
But it felt like over a month.
Yeah, it had been.
Yeah.
You know what's bullshit about all this? that 10, I don't want to get on the whole COVID thing there, but I can sit across from my father-in-law that works with me at my job.
Yeah.
And we sit at the same table in the lunchroom, and it's not even 4 feet. But he can't come over here because he's not in my 10-person bubble. Tell me that makes sense.
Well, I mean, he is, but if he wasn't, he wouldn't be allowed to come over.
Right,
which is
because
ridiculous.
Places of business are excluded from the whole process.
It's crazy.
It doesn't make sense. But
no.
That's why we vote these people into government, because they make the good decisions for us.
Oh, yeah.
They know what's best.
Okay, Jordan Peters wants to know most overrated game for either SNES or Genesis.
Overrated game.
SNES or Genesis.
Or Genesis. I need to look at SNES and Genesis games.
Overrated. Well,
I'm trying to look too. That's the problem. Is that I'm in a dark room with no light.
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off and say that I'm not a huge fan of Sonic.
He's not. I knew he was gonna say that.
It's funny because on my stream, I just almost played through all of Sonic 2 and ended up loving it more than I used to before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if I should give it another try.
Yeah, I did. I really liked it. And I was just kind of like, man, I don't remember liking it as much when I was a kid than I do now. So Sonic 2 though, Sonic 1, I feel like Sonic 1's harder than Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is like a little bit easier of a game, so it's more like chill and play Sonic. But I feel you on Sonic. I think that it had a lot of hype for a long time.
Yeah,
it was like
they pushed it hard because it was their mascot.
Loco wants to know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say mine's Castlevania 4 on Super Nintendo. I don't think that's that great of a game.
Yeah.
That's me though. I like Bloodlines on the Genesis way better, but Castlevania 4 is like it's passable for me.
Bloodlines looks way better too.
It does.
Looks
it really does. Loco said, "Have you played any of the Yakuza games?"
I have not.
No?
But I hear people raving about it, but I'm still not enticed to actually jump into it. And I think it's that RPG aspect of it that scares me awful.
I picked up Yakuza 0 because it's supposed to like be your first like start into it. Like you can, I mean, it's not the first in the series, but you're supposed to play that one and it's supposed to make a little bit more sense, but it's still sealed. Like that's how much I cared about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not there yet.
Hollywood Polo said, "What do you think of Wonder Woman 1984?"
You know what? I haven't watched it yet because Denver Gamer gave it 8 thumbs down. And I was like, damn. I mean, the first Wonder Woman I liked right up until the last fight there, the boss battle, we'll call it. And I was like, what in the fuck is this stupid shit there? And I ruined the movie for me. But I haven't watched 1984 yet.
Wonder Woman 1984 is the worst fucking superhero movie I've ever seen.
That's what I hear, and I haven't watched it. I don't care to watch it either.
Bad. It's like they took the worst parts of the script and just put it together. Like Gal Gadot's lines are the worst. Things happen without any setup or payoff. Like all of a sudden, just she's in an invisible jet and she just has these random powers she didn't know that existed. And Cheetah,
that's what drives me crazy.
Yeah, Cheetah's the villain, and she just turns into the cheetah just because she's lucked out. Like she turned into a cheetah. Not because she had any affiliation with animals or anything. She just wanted to be more ferocious. It's fucking stupid. Like, doesn't like the whole thing is dumb. They're like, they're up in an airplane and all of a sudden like fireworks are around them. And they're like, oh, right. We forgot. It's the 4th of July. Like, it's like it's so bad. And there's not as much action in it as there should have been. The first one, I am with you, Scott. It was 100% awesome until all of a sudden Ares shows up and he still has a mustache. And I was like, what is happening? Worst villain, like portray. But the first
the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, the last couple minutes of that movie wrecked it for me. And then 84, it needs to be doused like in like
is that with Halle Berry's Catwoman? Is that right up there with that?
I mean, Catwoman's probably worse, but Wonder Woman was. We watched it, and I turned to my wife, and I'm like, "What the fuck did we just?" I don't know.
I almost want to see it just to see how bad it is.
I think we have to.
Good.
Yeah,
not good. And the problem is hopefully like we didn't like down hype it enough, so you're like, "Oh, it wasn't as bad as everyone says."
Yeah,
my expectations were so high going into it because I enjoyed that one. It was disappointing. It was.
Now, since we're on the topic of DC movies, I read somewhere that is it the I'll get his name wrong. I don't know if it's Scott Snyder or Zack Snyder. The Justice League, his cut is coming out soon.
I'm excited for it because he had so much footage that the studio pulled. They were just like, nope, can't do it. Nope, no one will be interested in that. And Zack Snyder tells very like deep, dark stories. Like that's what he does, right?
His
like,
comics are good. They're like, I like those.
So I'm really excited for the Snyder cut. I don't know if he can polish a turd like that well because that's a rough movie. Yeah. But if the additional footage shows dark side and has like this cool, like additional characters and stuff in it, like you didn't get to see, like Steppenwolf is apparently supposed to have like an entire new design and look more.
Really? Okay.
I think I'm gonna watch it. But it's on HBO Max. I think you have to download their streaming service or something to watch it.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that the only place?
Yeah. Okay. Jason Hartley asks, what is the most important game in your collection? I feel like I have an answer.
You go ahead. See what it is.
I honestly feel like the game in our collection that I value the most or is most important to me is probably Castlevania.
Symphony of the Night.
Yes, we
Oh,
both played it last year, and I couldn't
PS1,
believe
yeah.
how much I could love a PS1 game.
so good.
I was all about the PS4 last year, and I put in Castlevania, and when I lost that save, I was like, fuck that game. But that game was so amazing that I was like, you know what? No, I have to go play it. And I did. I played it. I loved it.
That's a tough question.
It
That's a good one, though. That's a good answer. That's a really good
awesome.
game. It's some of the best Castlevania game of all time.
Oh,
too.
yeah. I can see why.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. If I could only have one game in my collection that I know I could put in and play it here and there all the time for probably until the day I die, it may be one of those SmackDown games, PS2. Like,
nice. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Here Comes the Pain or Shut Your Mouth. One of those two are my favorite. I don't know. I know that game is not. It's cheap. It doesn't mean much to anybody, but it's so fun that.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine's more sentimental, so it's not like a great game. Because my dad, my NES collection was his original NES collection. So he had
cool.
Nice.
So like he had like 50 games. Absolutely loved it. Passed it down to me, and so like some of the games we played together when I was really little mean the most to me. And there's a game called Galaxy 5000, which is basically like a racer sci-fi where like your ships can be upgraded and you like bounce around the level. I've done a video on it a couple times, but that one's like my most sentimental when it comes to like one that I would grab in a fire, like out of the collection.
Yeah.
Actually, my most valuable piece in my collection isn't actually gaming related. It's a 1 of 200 print signed Stan Lee book.
Oh,
So I actually, right before he passed away, I was at a convention and I got him to sign this book, this like print book that he did back in like the 60s. And I got this, like, it was like a hardcover run and I got it signed and it was so cool. Like, that's probably my most prized possession in the collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we went outside of games.
Like get some of Jen's artwork in here. I've got a whole whack of comics and toys, and it would be hard to pick.
If I'm grabbing something in a fire, I'm taking Super Metroid because it took me a shit ton of hours to paint. Like, somebody grab the cats. I got Super Metroid. Like,
have you guys done a video on your artwork yet?
Here and there,
just
little
kind
bits
of
and
like
pieces.
to show it off as she finishes them.
Yeah,
but not to actually highlight them all.
Lapse of you doing it, or
oh man, that would be a long ass video. I did a time lapse of Super Mario 3.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I missed that one. I might have missed that one.
That was when we were pretty darn small. I don't even know if we had 100 subs at that
Sometimes
point.
when I set that camera up to do a time lapse, because I've gone to do it a few times, it ruins it for me. I can't do the painting. I have that in the back of my mind.
Watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're watching me. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm like, I paint my best in just like fucking crazy hair, pajama pants, like old lady, have a coffee on the side. Like, I'm sweating profusely because I've been painting for 6 hours and I'm just like, I got to stop to eat, but I can't do that right now. Like, that's the mind frame kind of.
You've been painting for 6 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not been long.
So wait, did you have an art background before that though? That's insane.
Natural
There's
talent.
So many people that are just like, no effing way. Like, where in the world does she get these superpowers to make these awesome paintings?
It doesn't make sense to me either, but if you throw something creative at me, I could probably do pretty good at it. That's just my thing.
I think
she doesn't have.
It's a piece that you bought behind you.
Yeah.
No, it looks like a poster, right?
Yeah,
but it's not. Yeah, it's painting.
It's so good. What was
that? Anything creative, like even like on YouTube, like she has no professional training on editing video or photos or anything. It's just all self-taught. So it's all her. Yeah. I'm a complete ape when it could come to that. I can't.
But
even
you're
set the
really
camera.
great with like woodworking and stuff too. Like, don't sell yourself short. He's a very creative guy.
That transformer, that's like so cool. Like, everybody thinks that's like the coolest piece when you pull it out.
I know.
It's awesome.
The fact that it can transform blows my mind every time I see it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
People on Instagram's mind too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There, I was at work when she was doing that.
I was in the middle of playing a game and I was like, I guess we're doing this now.
That's awesome.
Who would win, Godzilla versus Kong?
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah, man, I gotta go. Godzilla has all these cool powers. Like Kong's just a big ape. Like, I mean,
yes,
I know Kong's good. Like he's probably more agile, but I think Godzilla, like with like his cool energy blasts and stuff, that's very different. What Kong's gonna do? Fart? What is this? Like primal wave?
Yeah. Did you ever watch? I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but I think it was a 3-part mini animated series or Godzilla. It was freaking awesome.
I need to see it.
He actually like destroys the planet to the point of people had to leave in like a spaceship or whatever arc, and then they came back. They came back like 100 years later. Is that fucker still alive? What the hell? Like, yeah,
shit up. That's
awesome. Like, he just it was pretty good. You should look it up. I don't remember what it was called, but it was on it was on Netflix.
Marcus Bull is asking, I was a Genesis kid growing up. What would you do? Do you guys prefer SNES or Genesis? I'm SNES.
She's SNES because that's what she had when she was a kid. I'm Genesis because that's what I had when I was a kid. And there's definitely a difference in graphics and sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I was the same way. I only had a Genesis growing up, and so I had to skip most of the SNES. There's stuff that I'm still finding today that people have so much great memories of, and I'm like, I missed it. I totally missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't have a huge SNES collection there. I'm just still.
No, I do have love for the Genesis because my brother had the Genesis, but I had more fun watching him play games than physically playing games on the Genesis.
It's funny. I would say I actually enjoy playing Super Nintendo games better, but I have more of a nostalgic fun time playing Genesis. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay. Yeah.
Also, my Super Nintendo collection is actually the smallest collection I have in the game room.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Mine would be N64.
Yeah.
And I'm going for a complete set on the 64. Yeah. So I'm,
nice.
What am I, 17 games away? I'm almost there.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are the main Super Nintendo and original Nintendo games you're looking for?
I still need some Mega Man games in my Nintendo collection. I don't have.
We do too.
I don't think I have Mega Man. What's the other? There's another expensive one. I don't think I have the first Mega Man. I don't think I have that one either. I mean, I think I have 2, 3, and 4, something like that.
I don't have a huge collection of anything, right? Because we're only about 3 years into collecting here.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of collecting for everything.
And we're collecting from scratch.
Yeah.
None of this stuff came from my childhood.
I kept nothing there. I traded in to get the new stuff, the new console. I did that every time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many games. When it comes to Super
I would
Nintendo
love
and Nintendo.
You guys ever pick up a little Samson or anything like that? If you
saw
if I've seen it, yeah.
Seen it for the right price?
Depending on what the price is.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. At some point, things get stupidly expensive for me, and
that's the problem.
I'm like, I'll be honest. I will rather emulate it than pay $1,000 for a cartridge game that's not. So
yeah, I feel you on that one.
if for some reason it was like I couldn't pass it up, it was just such a great deal. I could see it as a collection piece, but most likely it would stay a collection piece. I don't even think I would take it out to play it. I'd probably just emulate it.
It's a trophy. It's a trophy at that point, right?
Yeah,
because it's so damn expensive to get. And
there was a game that I really wanted to get that you had mentioned to me, and it was a game I think on the Nintendo. But it was like a fan-made game of the Nintendo, and it's a shooting game, like a revolver, like a.
Is it something like Super Russian Roulette or something?
Super Russian Roulette.
It was a fan-made game.
Interesting. It's almost impossible.
It's a light gun game.
Oh, okay.
You're basically playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, against the screen. So it's like, you hit the button and it goes, and then all right. So you get you either shoot yourself or you shoot them or whatever, it was a whole thing.
I don't know why they wouldn't let that one ever come out. That's weird.
Well, that was just a fan-made one there just over the last 3 to 5 years.
Indie stuff that's came out and homebrews. So it was probably a homebrew game.
It was a homebrew.
Probably a homebrew, yeah. But to get that game, you can't find it now. I wanted it.
Almost impossible. I got a hold of the guy and he said he was bringing out more, and then he just never got back to me. And I kind of felt like I was like, I gave up on it. I gave up. Felt like it was a lost cause. And I was like, okay, I'll move on from here because I wanted to buy him. I think it was games for Christmas, and I was trying to get it for Christmas. I was starting in October, hoping I could get it, but
I think it was called Super Russian Roulette, possibly. Okay. Yeah. It was an NES game.
NES. See, I for Super Nintendo, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of the things that I want. There is a bunch of RPGs that I need for the collection, but I'm not a fan. So it's kind of like, okay.
I mean, that's the same boat. And I don't know a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge when it comes to Super Nintendo. So when I run across videos on YouTube and stuff, I'm like, damn, that looks like a fun game.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to see if I can get it.
Yeah.
I don't have oh my God, Earthbound, right? I mean, that's not in the collection.
I don't have that either, but that's expensive as old hell.
Such a cool collection piece, right? To get like the in-box large strategy guide with it and the game would be really cool to have in the collection. But I'm also not an RPG fan, so I don't know how
There's one in Moncton, eh? There's one, the big box.
Yeah.
It's at Parlor Pond. It's 1,500.
1,500.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you see why I haven't jumped on it, right?
Yep. That's too much. Too much.
Hard.
I'd have to fucking trade in half of my collection just to get one game that I haven't even played yet. So
right.
Yep.
Retrolactors wants to know favorite game of last generation. I feel like you and I could answer this at the same time.
Detective Barbie.
That's what it is. How did you guess?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say.
I knew it.
We may piss people off.
You guys
Last of Us 2.
I
Last of Us 2.
Oh, that's your favorite game of the
last generation? Last of Us 2.
So where do you guys defend everybody being pissed off about it?
You know what? I feel like it was the timing of the game came out. They had some leaks came out of the game and everything. And they were forced to release the game. And I think the timing of it was not well received because of COVID and people were just not in the right frame of mind to lose a hero, right?
Yeah.
So I completely avoided all reviews, everything until I got my game. I got my game and we played through it, and it was epic. Loved it. It was an emotional roller coaster up and down. I've never experienced a game like that. And then went back and watched game reviews and stuff and see what people thought, and would literally look at Jen and say, this fucking guy never even played the game. He watched some gameplay online. Jumped on the hater bandwagon because those videos were getting huge clicks at the time.
Yes, they were.
And there were so many people just jumped on the hate bandwagon there, but you can't find a copy of that game in town here. There's a reason people are not getting rid of them.
I haven't played it for one reason is I never finished the first one. I played it all the way until I was probably 90%. I think I'm really close.
Yeah.
But I don't want to start the second one until I finish it.
That makes sense.
But then I got everything spoiled for me with articles and all this stuff. And then of course it just went down a rabbit hole and I was like, I'll just wait. I don't know. I'll just wait down the road and I'll play it at that point. So I almost wish I could have gone in like you did fresh, just didn't hear anything about it. And I probably would have respected it more. But maybe after like the dust settles a little bit, trying it won't be as.
So, yeah.
Do
you know what? We never got into The Last of Us. Like, holy shit, the PS4 was already out.
The PS4 was already out before I even got my PS3. And the only reason, because I had a 360 and then I had. Dennis told me, he said, you've never played Last of Us? I'm like, no, I don't even have a PS3. Fuck, you got to get a PS3.
Yeah, you got to get that.
So I'm like, so this was before I was really starting to collect.
Sure.
And I'm like, I found a PS3 that was broken. I found one on Kijiji or whatever. And I'm like, it was $20. I'm like, I'm going to see if I can fix it. So I was able to fix it. It still works. It's the same PS3 that I play on now.
Awesome.
And then we got Last of Us, which was a cheap fucking game. It was like
It
under
is all day
$10.
long.
Yeah, I think it went down like once because it's so popular. Like they made so many copies
They
of it.
made so many copies.
But
And I was just
The Last of Us
blown away.
I'm glad.
We loved the game. We couldn't stop playing it.
Yeah.
So.
I would say favorite game of last generation. I mean, I've already talked of God of War because I mean, and just the same thing, right? Scott, you haven't finished God of War. It's so good. It's so good. But it's that or Spider-Man. Like both of those.
Spider-Man, I really loved, but Last of Us 2,
good,
hands down.
Yeah.
As much as I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did you play the new one, the Miles Morales?
No, because I want to wait till I get a PS5.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting because I haven't played it yet. But I heard it's basically a DLC. So I don't know. Is it? Did you play it already? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I was just to prepare you. It's short. It's really short.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hours short.
Because I don't think it was meant to be a full game, and then they were like, "Crap, we don't
felt like a DLC.
We got to do something." Yeah.
But other than that, it's really good. It plays really well. It looks really good. Everything's good. But then when it was done, I was like, "Fuck, that wasn't much of a game."
Yeah, especially aren't they? They're more expensive than the PS4 games, aren't they? Didn't they actually have a price increase on these this go around? Yeah.
For us up here, they did at least.
Yeah, they did. We're up to $89.99.
Yeah, they used to be 60 and now it's 70 for the PS5 stuff here.
So it's 90 here.
As a couch co-op experience for us, we had a lot of fun with River City Girls.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Right. That's like a spiritual successor, right, to the River City Ransom?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I know didn't Scott Pilgrim just come out too with like their
It definitely has a lot of inspiration from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
From that, playing that.
Trying to find the next question here. Oh, there we go. Name a game that you can beat over and over again and love it every time.
Jackal, baby. Jackal every single time.
Jackal. Now that I beat Punch Out, I can say I enjoy Punch Out.
It's fun. I always love to pop that stuff back in. I think for me, fighting games have so much replayability for me too.
They do.
Yep.
They do.
Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Double Dragon 2?
Ooh.
NES.
I mean, to be honest, F those games, number 1, 2, and 3. They're so hard initially. I don't like the control scheme as much. I actually like the arcade versions better than the NES versions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For that one. But it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't put it up there. I actually liked number 3 the best. That was my favorite.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember. I'm sure I played number 3, but number 2 I owned, and literally I owned that fucking game when I was a kid. But it's been 30 years probably since I beat it. So now this year I got to go back through and try to beat it. So I can. There's 3 different levels of difficulty. You got your practice, and then you got Warrior, and then there's Supreme Warrior. Well, I can get through Warrior, but then when you go to Supreme Warrior, there's the actual boss at the end of that one.
Oh, I see.
And I tell you that I can't get through Supreme Warrior yet, so I don't own that game anymore.
I love it when kids are like, "Man, that game's hard." You're like, "Do you know NES hard? Is it NES hard? Because if it's NES hard, then we can talk." Yeah.
Exactly.
There's some intense.
For me, it would probably be Donkey Kong Country 2. I could play that. And I know you played it. You played a Donkey Kong game the other night.
The first one last night on my stream. Yeah, but those Donkey Kong games are so timeless. They're so good.
Are.
Yeah,
they really are. I could play that again and again all the time.
Great. That's a great one.
I love this question. And have you seen it? Have you seen I'm going to say it wrong. Cecile Hotel on Netflix? Because I keep
it's messed
picturing
up.
that.
Yes, we
that
watched
English couple saying it. Any thoughts on what happened to her?
I've not seen it. What is it? What's the show?
Okay.
Kind of a documentary-ish style.
Yes.
Oh, is it like Tiger King all over again? Like,
okay. This is a hotel, and I can't remember which city it's in, but it is just.
I think it's Detroit.
Is it?
Maybe.
No, it's in California or something, isn't it?
No. Yes. Never mind. Yeah. It is. It's in California. She is from Canada. She goes there.
She was from Canada.
She goes there, stays at this hotel. It's a known, just scummy kind of hotel. It was big in in its heyday.
Yeah,
but
a lot
then
of murders, a lot of bad stuff happened.
prostitution.
There. The building's like 100 years old. It's like bad news.
Yeah.
And
so the first scene of that, when they're talking about it, there's these weird hand movements, and I was like, "This is freaking me out,
well,
guys. This is
let's give him the
freaking me
full
out."
picture of it there because I can't remember the girl's name. She's I think she was from Vancouver, and she was kind of going on like traveling the world kind of thing. And she ended up staying at this hotel, and she goes missing, and they have no idea. The last time she was seen was in this hotel.
Okay.
They have video of her
on the
elevator, and then just poof, disappears. And they could not find her. They looked at camera.
And I don't want to give anything away because it's a pretty good watch.
Yep.
Personally, I think that there's no foul play there. She died.
It's just a big mystery of
It's
how she died, and where they found her, and all this stuff. And people are thinking it was murder. Some people think it was supernatural. Everything is like
interesting. I'll have to check it out for sure.
Once you get all the information,
yes, it's just a couple weeks old. Yeah,
got it.
But once you get all the information at the end and you connect all the dots, I think you'll draw the same conclusion that there's no foul play there.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything weird going on there. It is what it is kind of deal. Justice League Dark Apocalypse Wars. What do you think of Justice League Dark Apocalypse War?
That's the animated one, right?
Maybe.
I feel like me and Alex just watched that not that long ago.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It was good. I think we enjoyed it.
What's the most valuable game or game item you found out in the wild?
In the wild, for
that
cheap
actually
was probably
Yeah.
It's probably our Silent Hill on PS1. We found it for $30 when it was worth like 90 at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that was in it was at Parlor Pond. So they're they're a store, retail,
I feel like they
retro store.
Yeah.
Somebody screwed up.
Somebody done messed up.
Somebody fucked up.
I just found a PS1 lot. The guy was selling it for $50, and it had a couple like $150, $200 titles.
Nice.
Yeah. I want to say Einhander might be the best one that I found on PS1. I don't know if you guys have played that one.
No.
It's basically like side-scrolling shooter. It's very, very good, sought after. I think it's like $150, $160 now total. But I don't have any any $800, $900 titles in my collection.
We don't either.
We don't either. Yeah.
Maybe the most expensive thing I have is like $250, maybe $300.
Speaking of that, that's Never Enough Tech is asking, what is your holy grail? What game is your holy grail that we own or that we're searching for?
Probably, I guess you could say both.
Yeah.
But I would say, if you're searching for it, mine is I still need a sculptor's cut on the 64, which is going to run me about $1,000.
Oh boy!
To finish the complete collection.
Yeah.
A couple of them because I'm going for 3 separate collections. I'm going for an exclusive Xbox collection, exclusive GameCube collection, and a complete Nintendo 64 collection. So there's a little bit of heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most expensive game we have in our collection is Final Fantasy II complete in box.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it has the insert and everything.
Minty, yeah.
That's probably a couple hundred, right? Or is it more
than
that?
It's in the 220,
depending,
250, depending where you look.
The only reason you have that is because Dennis gave us a bunch of Super Nintendo boxes, and they were just in his basement, in his parents' basement. He's like, "Hey, man, I know you collect." And
sitting here,
I had the game. And I was like, "What do you want for it?" There, no, nothing there. You holy crap!
Right now those boxes just to go buy them, those are themselves sometimes $100 just to get.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe the shape it's in. It's ridiculous.
It looks like it's brand new. Yeah,
we have it set next to a Final Fantasy III, but it's a repro box.
Yeah,
and
it looks just as new as the repro box.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's insane. As far as what we're looking for, holy crap! There could be any number of things like
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. I guess it depends year from year.
Yeah.
You know,
there's some shooters on the Genesis I'd like to get, and there's some.
Oh yeah,
there's some
stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's stuff on the original Xbox. Like I don't have any of the Fatal Frames. There's 2 of them there. Like there's Obscure.
Those I don't know how I did, but I found those out wild.
Obscure on the original Xbox. Outrun 2006 on the original Xbox is a heavy hitter. Right? Yeah.
Coast to Coast.
Yep. Yeah. That one's an expensive one now.
Yeah, that one's
those things.
Yeah. It is.
There's stuff in every console that I collect for that are expensive that if I ever run across it for a decent price or I probably, to be honest, at this point, if I didn't put anything more into my collection, I wouldn't be disappointed with the collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So now it really is just trying to find those things that I missed out on that I don't know, like that I'm trying to figure that stuff out. I mean, I've been collecting for about 5 years hardcore, but before that it was kind of just I never sold any of my stuff previously. So my collection, it just kind of built to there, and then I just jumped up. But not being a Super Nintendo kid back in the day, there's so many titles that I don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So myself get there. Those RPGs are all crazy. They're $400, $500, $600 on some of those Super Nintendo games.
I know it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's too much.
Do you guys have any favorite portable systems?
Besides the Switch, because I like playing the Switch as a console on the TV, but mine would be the Vita.
Yeah.
Vita's
I play my Switch a lot handheld.
I would say I have every handheld that was made except for I don't have a frickin' Lynx. I don't have an Atari Lynx.
Atari Lynx.
Yeah.
That's hard to come by.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that one. I don't have a Sega Nomad. I would love to pick up a Sega Nomad, but it just plays Genesis games, which I'll just play the TV. So that's kind of okay. My favorite's probably the PSP, to be honest. I actually did a
PSP's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't talked to I've talked about this a little bit, but I sold my entire PSP collection, and I've never sold anything from my collection ever. But my dumbass wanted a 2DS for some reason. And first came out, I was like, I need a 2DS. I want to play Mario Kart 7. And I decided to sell my collection so that I could just get it, for free. And I regretted it immediately. It was the God of War red PSP collection, collector. One, and I had it boxed, and it was complete.
Ooh.
And at the time, no one cared, right? So I sold it for I think it was $80 or something, my complete collection. And I regret it to this day. So I have gone back and tried to rebuild the PSP collection because I sold all the games and immediately regretted it because I wanted to play everything that I loved, including God of War, which they have 2 games on the PSP, which are great. So
I did that with everything I owned up until the last few years ago. So yeah, I know.
I'm trying to see if there's anyone asking any more questions. Loco said about Detroit Become Human. Anybody play? Yes, I have loved it. Loved it.
Jen actually did a review on it. Did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you still use a CRT? And which one do you have? We have a JVC 38-inch monster.
Yeah, mine's a 27-inch Toshiba is what I have. And then I also have a Magnavox and a Sony Trinitron 22 and 25-inch. I don't know why I don't use them, but that's some of my favorite stuff, man, on that CRT. If you're going to play a light gun game, that's the only way to do it. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Dads and Lads Gaming in the house. Hey!
We're almost done, man.
Almost done.
4 hours short. But
I've been trying to get Jen to end this for a while.
I know. I think, you know what? I think we're done because I think we covered all the questions. I hate that we didn't read what everybody was saying, talking about the different things that we were talking about. It's just, it was getting a little bit long, but you guys are amazing. How much you put into the chat, how much you talked with each other, how much you talked to us. That's why we do it.
Yeah, that's
we do
awesome.
it so we can like talk to the people we have on the show, but also like interact with the chat and just have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what gaming should be. Gaming and gaming topics should just be a good time. Just have a lot of fun.
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be.
Well, we're gonna keep
Pac-Man.
right, guys? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We are.
Well, thank you for joining us on Get to Know Gamer, and maybe we can do it again later on down the road.
Yes, when you hit that 2,000,
I'm gonna have you guys on my show that I have not released the name of yet. Jen knows it, but
she told me about it.
But I'm gonna get you guys on there. I just got to make sure I get it right, because right now you guys are hosting this on great internet, and I don't have great internet to host it for other people. So we'll see how it goes down the road. But I will be back, and obviously I will catch you guys on the next video.
Yes.
Right?
All
Absolutely.
right.
All right, man.
Good. Thanks, guys. Be well.
Thank you. See ya.
Guys.
See ya, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.